Alright, and the stream just went live. Let me link that in Discord.
I gotta fucking pull up my...
It's Denier, correct?
Denier.
Okay, Denier. Denier, you find leather armor fit for a small character, 1 club, a short bow, and 20 arrows. No coin purse, nothing like that.
Use that investigation?
Yeah. You find the same thing. 1 club, leather armor for a small person, a shield. You guys find a shield too. And a short bow and 20 arrows.
I'm just going to take the 20 arrows and leave the rest.
Okay.
Can I do a religion check to see if I know anything about goblin burial rituals by chance?
Sure.
20, 18, okay. Okay, sorry, I was setting up the stream.
Goblins prefer to be left in a grave, like a shallow grave, with a rock or earth-toned like headpiece of memorial of either stacked rocks or stacked twigs.
Okay. I'm going to cremate the body with my sacred flame.
I'm gonna burn him and piss on the ashes.
Just to desecrate. Just to desecrate him.
Okay.
Did we find everything with the investigation to loot? I was still setting up stream. I was still setting up the stream, so I missed the initial investigation roll.
Yeah, if you want to investigate a body to loot for something, just roll an investigation.
I'll check this one out in the woods.
19.
The wood elf appears. Dupe.
Jesus.
Nice.
Damn it.
The double 20? What?
What's that? 2.5.
I was trying to fix something.
Happen?
Hold, Dupe. Hold, please.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, on the top of your character sheet, do you see where it says advantage, normal, disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then it's correct.
Oh, and if everybody wants to set their chat name thing to their character, it's probably that resets when you log out.
Mine didn't.
So is that just on my end then?
Yep.
I think if you join any other games, it'll do that.
Oh.
Everyone who rolled higher than a 5 finds leather armor, fit for a small person, a wooden shield, a club, a short bow, and 20 arrows, with the exception of the quiver in front of you, Dupe. Your quiver's empty, but you do have an empty quiver. They are carrying nothing of coin, no belongings other than what they used to set up this scenario.
And none of this is going to sell for very much gold, is it?
You're not sure?
I don't take anything.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna take the short bow and the arrows.
Okay. Just add that to your sheet.
wait, would that be 20 arrows each or 20 arrows total for the group?
It'd be 20 arrows each.
Okay.
It'd be 80 arrows in total if everyone took every quiver of arrow.
You said the goblin I looted didn't have any in his quiver, right? It was empty?
Which is why it's 80 and not 100.
Okay.
I don't really need any arrows, so it's fine by me.
As you guys are, the people close to the horse, as you guys are rummaging over the goblins, you do notice, and actually, everyone but Denier, where'd you go?
Oh, I moved back to the cart.
Oh, okay. Well, as you pass by, you do notice the horses were from, oh god, I'm gonna forget his name.
The dwarf, Gundrak?
The dwarf and the human compatriot that he had with him when he left.
The hell? My notes.
Yeah, it's Gundren and Sildar's horses.
Oh no.
Do we have a carriage driver by chance?
No, you guys are the carriage driver.
Okay. Do we know if the path with the horses on it is the path we have to go, or is it the other path?
It's the path you have to go. The one that you're looking at now, you could actually see loops back around. It's like the last chance to double back onto the original path.
So we'll need to move the horses off the road to get the car past, yeah?
Yes.
Can we tell how long the horses have been dead for?
You could make a medicine check or a survival check.
Where did my character sheet go?
Yikes.
How are you still rolling with advantage? Oh wait, never mind. I didn't scroll down.
I'm sorry, it was medicine or what?
Or survival.
You get the choice was to pick between the two based off your scores and things of that nature.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
both +2, no proficiency, so.
Okay. Do you feel around on the horses, looking to see for like temperature and maybe any infection or if there's any bugs crawling across to this point? You don't find anything of note. Kalena, on the other hand, you, from feeling the temperature of the horses and seeing some stiffness in its jaw and noticing some stiffness in its joints, you guessed they've been dead a few hours.
It looks like the horses have been dead for a few hours. Do we want to search the surrounding areas for, to break RP, would we know that these were Gundrens, or was that just for one?
He's already
No,
told
you-
us that we
you-
recognize
yeah,
them.
Okay.
You recognize the horses as being Gundrens and Sildars.
Okay, didn't know if that was for one person or for the party.
Yeah, can we look around the surrounding forest, maybe see if there's any other bodies or anything like that around?
You could, yeah, you can. It would be an investigation check.
I help, so
So whoever's rolling the check would have advantage.
Do I need it?
I mean, if you need it or not.
just roll again, and we'll take. Okay, so
Yeah.
You check maybe 50, 60 feet in either direction, and you notice no other bodies. But up by where the goblin is here, you do notice a trail starts ahead northwest. You notice a fair amount of footprints, more than the goblins that were here, and a few drag marks.
I walk up to where the dead goblin's body is, and I do a perception check from that point. Do I see a cave, a hill hole, something that looks like it could be entered in?
You make a perception check.
Perception.
The path you could see goes maybe 300 feet and then kind of arcs over a hill, and you can't quite see if the path leads up the hill just on the other side.
I see a hill, but I can't see the path if it goes over the hill or not. Do we want to check further ahead, or
What are we
check
gonna
the
do with the cart?
Are we able to take the cart along this path, or is it too small? Or
It's too small. It's maybe the size of one human in width, maybe an orc in width.
maybe we
You
can
might
pull
be
the-
able to fit two people standing side by side if you like really, not necessarily squished together, but like within the actual path.
is there a way to get the cart into the forest and hide it? So we can investigate this
Cover
path?
it with shrubs.
You could try.
I mean, okay.
It is dense forest, or dense tree line, but there is a heavy amount of shrubbery that's easily matted down when you walk over it. So you could probably wheel the cart into the woods and cover it if need be. Tie the horses off to a tree.
You guys want to do that?
That sounds like a
Yeah,
very good idea.
that's fine with me.
It does or
See,
does not?
there's no
Does.
point in us taking the cart if
we
there's
can't-
no one there.
I mean, we can't take the cart if we're going to investigate this pathway.
No, I'm saying there's no point in continuing with the cart if we can't recover the guys who are missing. I'm saying we should probably hide it.
Gotcha.
I agree.
You would have to make a stealth check for the cart to try to like camouflage it the best you can.
Who would?
Is there
Anybody?
any?
You can make it a collective thing. Like all of you could roll, and all of you could help, but whoever rolls would just have advantage.
Okay.
I don't know if this would help with that. Would that do anything for that?
I would say for this, yes.
Well, my stealth is garbage, so I'm not
So
going to with that.
it's only going to be didgeridoo that rolls then? Or can somebody else roll?
Please, somebody else roll.
Who has the highest stealth?
I mean,
It would probably be me, maybe.
Mine is 3.
Mine's 2.
Mine is way higher than 3.
then go for it. Whoever thinks they're better at disguising this cart.
Just roll with advantage. On the top of your character sheet, there should be a bar that says advantage, normal, disadvantage. Just click advantage. Then when you click stealth, it'll double roll for you.
Nice. Perfect.
Well,
Oh,
Yanat
thank
20.
God.
You through
It's a good thing you have advantage.
this blessing, as it's been cast on you, has cleared your mind to such a degree that you can focus solely on camouflaging materials in the wood line. You tie the horses off, you position the cart just right to avoid sunlight and smother it in the freshest leaves that you could find that have the brightest color pattern to conceal it against the backdrop of the fall forest line. Seemingly perfectly concealed.
No one forget where we parked it.
Where would you like me to park this?
Park it over here.
Let me
I was gonna
rephrase that.
say-
You guys all have the ability to park.
So the path is coming up from here to here.
I would say park it north of where the horses are. So somewhere in the shrubs up this way. In a little ways off the path.
If you're
so
looking
no
at
one
the
can
goblin
see it.
token,
Yep.
it kind of goes off like that.
Okay. Then yeah, I would suggest putting the cart in that general area where we have it right now.
Perfect.
Close to the
I'm
trail,
going
but
to-
not too close.
Did I use a spell last game?
I don't think. No, I don't think a lot of spells were used last game.
No,
Aside
I'm
from
just
the
a level 1 warlock only has 1 spell slot. Never mind, we're good.
I used both my spell slots last game.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess let's go check out that path then, guys.
First, is anybody injured? Do we need to heal up a bit before we press forward?
I'm
How
good.
would, how would you suggest we heal up?
We could take a short rest, and you can recover during that short rest.
Does anybody feel like they need a short rest, or are they good to press forward?
I mean, I'm at 4 of 10, so...
While you guys are discussing that, could you just like set up on the battle grid what the marching order would be? Essentially, the path is narrow enough that you'd have to file single file up the path, otherwise you walk directly into like heavy brush line and tree.
I was right at the Goblin Corpse, so I guess I'd be around here.
Yeah, just, like stack it up, like stack yourselves up next to the wagon. Or yeah, exactly, horizontally. Whoever you want up front, put up front.
I mean, I think I'd be a little bit in the back as a ranger. Oh no, am I leading this?
Where you at?
Right here.
Oh yeah, that's all 5 of us.
This is vertically, not horizontally.
So I would say a marching order would be from top to bottom. So whoever's on top is first, and whoever's on bottom is last.
Okay.
Okay, then I have character. Rip.
I mean,
Now you guys can continue taking your short rest. I just wanted the marching order for going up the path.
so I need to roll a hit die. What is my hit die? It's 1d10, isn't it?
Yeah, if you click hit die, it'll automatically roll it for you.
Let's see where it is on the thing. Oh, there it is. Alright, wish me luck. I need a 6.
Do it.
Ah, it's better than nothing.
Close to a 6.
Better than a 1.
Yeah, and there goes my hit dice.
Does that automatically heal you?
If you rest, you can use a hit dice when you're taking a short rest.
It's-
This is more of a roll 20 question. Does the roll 20 heal you when you hit dice?
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
No, I had to actually type it.
Okay.
Now the question is too, I don't get anything back because I didn't cast a spell. I didn't get a chance to.
Anything else you guys want to do right after your short rest?
You don't get spells unless it's a long rest, right?
Yes.
I get them in warlock, so that's my thing.
Yeah, I get 1 per. Well, I get 2. Get a spell back based on half my level, so it'd just be 1, right? Yeah.
Yeah, half your level, minimum of 1 is usually what it
Yep.
would say.
yep, but that's character specific.
Yeah, that's for like wizards and stuff. Are we all casters?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I
God.
think so.
Oh, there's
we
one
have
ranger, right?
we have no tank. We're all range.
I think in some fast or another, you guys have access to spells, and all of you are ranged. Well,
I'm
all of
melee.
all of you have ranged capabilities.
I don't. Most of my spells and everything are all melee.
And you want to be
But-
in the back? I have character. You want to be in the back? Or where are
Fine,
you in the marching?
I'll go ahead and be in the front then.
What's your perception then? Like I have character because mine's pretty high. I don't mind
Hmm?
leading for that.
I don't prefer to do meta stuff like that.
Okay.
I would just go with what we have.
Okay. Then you want to keep it where I was in the lead then?
I mean, I'm fine with this marching order if everybody else is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess at this point we'll head on up the path.
Okay. 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You follow the path. Well, you follow the path north, maybe a bit northwest, just crosses over the hill. And as it descends into the brushy valley below, the path kind of gets a bit distorted. I need you to make a survival check.
All of us?
Whoever's in the lead.
Okay.
Through some digging around as you walk up, as you continue to descend down this hill, poking around with your feet, you feel the path. It's a bit overgrown, but you're confident in where you're heading. And follow that for another 5-10 minutes. And I need you to make a reflex save. Or I'm sorry, dexterity save. You're poking around on the ground with your foot, trying to like feel ahead of you where the path is, feeling for the ledges of the foot-beaten path. And as you're feeling around, you're pretty sure you stepped on a twig. And in the second you realize you didn't, you are pulled by your foot directly into the air, 10 feet. suspended by some sort of thin cable or wire.
Oh.
I immediately do a perception check around to see if there's anything coming from around us.
Okay.
Perception, where are you? Oh god.
As you look around, as your friend gets ripped into the air, you sense no other life nearby, aside from small animals like scurrying away from the noise.
Okay. How
Can
do we,
somebody cut me down, please?
Yeah, how are we gonna cut you
Gently.
down?
Gently. Am I able to, like, while hanging upside down, am I able to see how this thing's working? Like, is it attached to a tree or something of that nature?
It is attached to a tree, and it's a crudely set up. From where you're positioned now, you can notice it is a crudely set up snare trap.
Would a crudely set up snare trap be able to lift a 300-pound dragon?
Yes,
Okay.
it's crude in its nature, but it's still effective enough to pick up bears and such.
How far off the ground is he?
Is the rope anchor within arm's reach to untie it, or is it like up a tree or something?
You can make a well, if you're not searching around directly, you can make a perception check. If you are actively trying to follow the cord, it's an investigation check.
Then that'll be a perception. God.
You do not seem to be able. You lose the cord in the tree line.
Okay.
How far off the ground is he?
10 feet, give or take a foot.
I said drop me gently.
Do we want to cut the rope and catch him, or try to find the anchor point? I can't follow the line to the tree brush.
You won't catch
I
me.
take like a sleeping pad out of my backpack and I place it on the ground under Waka as a cushion.
I'm just staring at everybody like, come on.
The sleeping pad is kind of like a cotton and wool covered almost yoga mat material. It's not very fluffy.
It's basically meant to keep you isolated from the ground, so the ground doesn't absorb heat. Not supposed to be comfortable, just to be like an isolation mat. At least that's how I've always perceived bed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
mean,
much what it
kind of what I saw it as, but my character's tiny, so there's no way I'm catching a 300-pound dragonborn.
Oh look, a refrigerator tied 10 feet above us. This is gonna go great.
None of us can
Just find
catch
the
a
rope,
300-pound.
untie it, and let me down gently. Am I able to see this tree that this thing's tied off to so I can like point it out to him?
Yes. Well, you could see the tree and you could see where the cable goes towards the trunk, but it kind of disappears into the tree branch. So you're not able to identify directly if it's this tree or maybe a tree behind it, but you know it's that direction.
Well, it's over there. Go over there. I point in the direction that you just described.
I'm going to do an investigation check to see if I
I'll-
can see
I'll
where.
give you advantage because he's pointing you in the direction.
Oh, thank God.
You see where he points, and you just manage to see the light catch the wire, leaving this almost like halo glow around it. Passes the tree that he's suspended from to a tree behind it, and it's kind of anchored to the trunk of it.
Well,
Just pull him down.
you gonna let me down or not?
Who can hold a 300 pounds on a line? I can't.
I don't know. 2 or 3 of you?
We might have to do this together.
Okay, I'll cut the line and y'all can hold the line and lower it. Let me know when y'all are ready.
You're gonna cut the line.
Once they have like a hold of it so they can let it down.
So I will be one to grab the line.
I help Noonie.
Okay.
All right, with that I I cut the line.
I have so much faith in all these magic casters being strong,
Oh.
capable people to carry me.
We got you, man.
My strength never mind. I'm not going in.
I need you to make a attack with a slashing weapon.
I swear to God, if you miss the rope, man.
I mean, how else do you plan on cutting the cord? With a
I-
quarterstaff?
Can I burn it with a sacred flame?
Yeah, you can make the attack.
Do you not have a sword or something?
I have a mace.
I'll be 1 second here.
I could cut it down.
Too late. I just burned it.
You're like, I got this with my axe. Don't worry, bro. Inferno time. The sacred flame juts from the ground, climbing up the tree trunk, similar to a
Oh, no.
spider.
Oh no!
And it just starts to lap at the rope.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
And the rope burns instantly. And whoever we're holding it, I need the stronger of you two to make a strength check with advantage.
I
Swear
have
to God.
12.
I have a -1 strength modifier.
That's what I have.
The rope.
My
All
God,
right, so that's
guys.
so that's me.
No, let me rephrase that. What are your strength scores again?
Minus 12. I have 3 total on my saving throws. Oh, that's not a saving throw. +1 then.
Okay. Yeah, I need you to make a strength check.
Straight or with advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
Alright, advantage.
You guys are gonna kill me. Swear to God.
Okay, 15's not too bad.
The rope accelerates, or he starts to accelerate from the tree as the rope gets blazed. You grab a hold. Well, you have a hold of the rope as the rope goes taut. You get pulled maybe 3 feet, and you struggle it, the two of you, best you can, and then it slips through your fingers. Walker,
I
you
let-
take 1
Oh,
point
shit.
of bludgeoning damage.
I just fucking healed, guys.
You take
I
1
let
point of
us-
bludgeoning damage
You
as
should
you
have just
land
dropped them.
and kind of tumble semi to your feet, but you hit this either a branch or a pile of gravel, and just kind of bruised you a bit in your lower back to your hip area.
What the fuck? I thought I said gently.
I let out a sigh and I say, it would have just been faster if I had cut it to begin with.
Is the fire spreading to nearby brush?
No, it's a quick burn.
Okay.
The leaves are turning yellow, but they're not quite dry. So,
Alright, I'm not going first anymore. Who's next?
I go over, put my hand on his shoulder, say, "Sorry, friendo. That hurt my hands too. Small twine, and I'll take the
Alright,
lead."
you're good.
Alright,
Who is
so,
that again? What character? Okay.
Ranger.
Yeah, I just
What's my name?
moved.
Clean. Okay.
Alright, new marching order there, Hammer.
okay. You guys brush off the dirt and semi rope on your hands and leaves from, in your case, Waka. And
Yeah.
everyone else who watched as the refrigerator hit the ground.
Moving on from this point, are we able to do like an active perception, not so much passive?
You can, yeah.
I'm going to give him guidance on his.
Well, I would
Helping
say
him
let the
look for a
person in the
trap.
front. I would say whoever's in the front do that, since they're going to be the one running into anything if there's any
Well-
more of these.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
guidance
be-
is a buff.
Switch with me, Waka.
I'm not at the front anymore.
Yeah, I have to be within touch
He has
range
to
of
touch
whoever's.
the person up front.
Okay.
Then yeah, I will do a perception check as we go forward. Or going forward, I will be doing perception checks, looking for traps or other slowing mechanics.
Okay. On your character sheet, right below your passive wisdom, there's your tools and disguise kit and stuff like that.
Yep.
In that box, there's something that says guidance, 1d4.
Oh yes. Okay.
Check the little check that's next to it. Type 1d4 in the box,
1d4.
and then just roll your perception.
Okay. Perception.
Don't feel bad. I always lose it too. It's right below nature.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So is that 25 or is that 22?
That's 25.
Okay. And is that a one-time buff or is it until a
It
certain?
lasts a minute.
Okay.
It lasts a minute, but I can keep using it on you as we go.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, so you can just indefinitely do this.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
So
a
with
spell
that
slot.
roll, you can now see the gods of the forest. Pretty much.
You're so zenned out right now that you could actually perceive your blood pulsing. No, you make your way. Well, I need you to make a survival check.
All right. Is that also with 1d4?
That would also be with the guidance. Yeah.
Okay. Here's survival.
What is guidance? That's kind of ooh.
Guidance is kind of like bless, but for skills.
Nice.
You touch one creature before the spell ends. The target can roll a 1d4 and add the number rolled to an ability check of their choice. It can roll the dice before or after making its ability check. Then the spell ends.
That's cool.
All right. So that is 8 total.
Do I have any
You-
cool spells like that?
Probably not. You poke around with your foot for a bit, and as you're walking up the road, you kind of veer off for a couple minutes, but you manage to find your way back. And as you do, you're poking with your foot, and you realize the ground disappeared. You're not sure. Look from where you're standing. You can see it's a hill, so there's not like a steep cliff. But with your foot feeling under this grassy, briar-covered terrain, there is very clearly a drop-off right in front of you.
Like a hole or something like that?
What I described.
Nobody take any more steps forward. This might be an illusion. There's ground missing up ahead. And
Can you point out to where the ground is missing?
yep, so I point out to where my foot is not hitting ground. And can I look to find like a stick or something to poke
I would-
ahead to?
I'll go ahead and use my mage hand and essentially kind of punch the ground where that would be to see if any of that weight would go through.
We'll start with the mage hand. You punch the ground, and it disappears directly under the brush. It just sinks right in.
Oh.
You notice that too as you're like reaching around for a stick.
Okay.
Am I able to like use the hand to kind of like move the leaves and things of that nature?
Yes. And after a minute or two, you've revealed a 6-foot wide, 10-foot deep hole
Oh Jesus.
in the path.
Was it put up by an illusion?
No, it's a very real hole.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering if the cover was an illusion or not.
No, the cover is just natural terrain.
Okay.
Oh,
What's-
I'm sorry. I thought it was my mind was like the hill was the illusion covering a hole above it. See what I mean?
All right.
Okay, so
Mage hand has already proven itself. Thank you guys. Fucking love Mage hand.
is there a path we can go around?
There is like hill terrain to the side of it. You can walk around it, but it's difficult terrain essentially. It'll take you a little bit longer than normal to make your way through.
Okay.
Does anybody see
Am I
any
able
other
to
safe paths
hammer?
around?
Am I able to go smoke while we're doing this?
Yes.
I can still hear and all that. I just can't do any rolls.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, does anybody see any clear way around this hole?
How dark is the hole?
It's still pretty bright out it's still pretty light out, so you could see the bottom of the hole just with natural lighting. It's only 10 feet deep. There's some shadow, but not enough to like obscure something completely.
Where does the drag? Can we do some type of check to see where the drag marks are headed?
Again, if you're actively searching, investigation. If not, perception.
Shit, I missed what you guys just said.
Well,
I'm
that's
doing-
insight.
Oh crap. Perception.
I promise I'm not lying to you.
Not perception. Investigation is one I wanted. Okay.
What
Okay,
the-
that's better.
I have a D&D playlist on Spotify playing, and apparently D&D qualifies as Star Wars soundtrack.
Interesting.
Fantasy, I guess.
It's the Phantom and the Menace. Fucking,
Good soundtrack.
it is a good soundtrack.
You see you track the drag marks up to the hole, and they stop, but you notice footprints walking to either side. The brush is kind of patted down, but the drag marks stop there.
Are they in the hole?
No, there's no body in the hole.
How deep is
Okay.
the hole?
10 feet. Okay, let's walk around.
All
I
right.
mean,
Lead the
nothing
way.
to do but walk around and keep going.
Alright, we walk around.
This guy paid us. The least we can do is figure out what happened to him.
We don't even know if these marks were left by him or not. He may be in the town.
Well, those were his horses, and these goblins were at their horses, which makes me think that they got either killed and dragged away, or they're dragged away.
Fair enough. Let's continue.
Alright, we continue forward around the hole.
Hello?
I'm here. I'm just organizing something real quick.
Okay, just making sure.
It's the next trap that's
He's rolling his dice.
No, I'm setting up your doom.
Oh, page change.
You make your way through the hills for maybe 3 hours, poking around, feeling with your foot, and eventually, over the 14th or 15th hill, you've kind of lost track at this point. The path becomes clear again, and you follow it up a much larger hill. Too small to be a mountain, but larger than a regular hill, if that makes sense. To the mouth of what appears to be a cave, a small creek flowing into it. You can hear the sounds of water hitting stone deep inside the cavern, echoing, almost like a greeting or a calling.
Is there any kind of signs of life outside of the cave? Like, is it look like anybody's like sitting outside, or is anything around it?
Make a perception check.
Are you able to roll for me?
Oh shit, I forgot you're outside. We'll hold because I may be able to use your passive perception.
It's a 10. Is my passive perception. Is that a fucking owl?
In the area to the east of where your token is standing, which you can't see, there is a hedgerow that runs parallel to the creek. And just inside, you're fairly sure you all can see a goblin.
Am I able to see it or a little further with a passive perception of 14?
With your passive perception of 14, you notice that he seems to be murmuring to something else.
I whisper to the group. I think there are 2 goblins by the mouth here, but I can only see
Alright.
1.
I'm back in my room. Now the question I have here is my screen is black.
Yeah, I know. Give me a minute.
Oh. And we have 6 people in here now?
I say goblins rarely just stay in packs of 2. There's probably more of them.
I agree.
Well, I mean, something dragged them, so. Unless those ones dragged them and came back.
Maybe they're just the lookout sentry?
Hmm.
The sound seems to be coming the area I pinged. The reason that you guys can't see anything is because there's fog of war, and because the mouth of this cave is technically outside and the inside isn't. The way fog of war is interacting, it's like you need to have dark vision or a light source to see out here, even though it's daylight.
Actually, I don't know if they can see it, but I can actually see part of the goblin. Maybe because of my dark vision.
It is because of your dark vision.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
looking there.
It's because of your dark vision and where you're positioned,
Okay, I'm going to
which is why I pinged the general area where the goblin is, because you could see vaguely through the tree line that it's there. Yeah, I mean, you could see it because you can see it, but they just barely can see through the tree line.
Are we able to lure this guy over here?
I'm going to
Uh-huh.
move.
You could try.
Let's see what he's
Um,
got going on first.
I'm going to move. Oh wow!
Well, it's across the river, right?
I'm going to
Yeah.
move up there, and I'm going to say, okay, I see the number 2 behind him.
No, you don't. You see nothing. Please ignore the wizard behind the curtain.
Can I be level 2 already?
Can. Tomorrow.
I'm going to
I'll have dark vision then.
I'm going to very quietly move right to here.
Make a
Let me
stealth
roll
check.
stealth check. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I say, I don't know if I can talk that far. Okay, I'm going to, I've seen enough. I'm going to move back to the party. I say, I think there's only 2 of them up there, though I can see a cave near the mouth of the river.
I mean, do we want to fight them or do we want to sneak past them?
Can we even
I
sneak
don't
past
think we're going to be able to sneak past them. They will come within 10, 15 feet of them.
How are you guys speaking at the moment?
Very quietly?
Very
them?
quietly.
I would
Super
imagine quietly.
whispered?
I would assume that we probably need to all make stealth checks then.
I would say make a collective stealth check. No, not with advantage. Just like one giant stealth check.
Oh, sorry.
Well, actually, no, yeah, that'd be per person. I'll take the 8. I'll just ignore the less. Just check the unclick the checkbox.
Yep, just did. Forgot that was active.
Yeah, I need
We're
everyone
each
to make a
doing
stealth check.
one?
Yeah, you each need to do one.
It's really cool that you have.
Do you want me to redo mine?
No, you can keep yours. I was just gonna take the 3 because it's the first number. You could unclick advantage. Just put like re-click normal, and I'll roll normal like everyone else.
Yeah, I already did. After I rolled.
I feel like we're missing someone.
Do you want me to roll again because I rolled that 22? You want me?
Oh
We are missing.
no, I missed the
someone.
22 because it was right after your investigation.
Oh, okay.
Amory and Denier, you're whispering very quiet, but everyone else is kind of like they're trying to talk low, but they got like this weird raspy thing going now.
Do we notice if the goblin notices?
Can I see that goblin move?
You do see the goblin peek around the corner, and yeah, all of you do. He stops, eyes go wide, turns back around, and screams something in goblin.
I see
Crap.
goblin. What does he scream? If you want to whisper me or whatever.
No, I could say it out loud. It's just you would know, everyone else wouldn't. But he yells attack. And I need everyone to roll initiative. Wait, before you click, I need to bring up the turn order. Otherwise, it's going to confuse everything.
Remember to click your icon and then click initiative.
Can't see my icon.
It's your
You
turn.
might have to zoom out a little bit.
No, like I have a black screen. I can't see anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. Top right, you have a little bar. Zoom out, so drag it downwards, and you should be able to see your icon.
Oh, like on the bottom left?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's not that bad.
Wait, how are we supposed to roll initiative? Sorry.
Hold on.
You click your icon, and then on your character sheet in the top middle, you'll see a button that says Initiative. Just click that.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was more complicated than that.
It's that easy.
Oh, but you need to click on your character icon in the game first,
roll-
and then
Roll again. Like, click on your character, roll again. I'll change it to the 19.
I'm not understanding this. I'm sorry.
so you see your character icon on the game itself on Roll20.
No, I just have the black screen on the mat.
So on the very top right of your screen, there's a little slider bar.
One
You
second.
see that?
What token are you? Just so I know.
The color, the bluish one. It's not on the turn order. Wait, is this something that I should have dragged in? Okay.
Now can you see on the map?
Now I can see my token. Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to click has sight.
Okay. So I did roll a 4, but let me do that to get it on the list. So something needs to be a 4.
Thanks. Okay, everyone I believe has it. Can everyone else see their token?
I can
Yes.
see mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You hear some rustling in the trees.
Can I tell if it's coming from behind us or to the side?
You can tell it's coming from your left-hand side.
All right, I will make a perception check in that direction.
You're not going to have to. As a goblin walks around the barricade towards the mouth of the cave, bow in hand, and takes a shot at the Triton.
I really wish I can see right now.
You can see it, technically. It's just, like I said, it's the way this is. Give me a minute. I think I have a way to fix that.
Hey.
Hey. Yes.
Cool. I basically gave your token, Waka, 30-foot light radius, similar to if you were like wearing a torch, just to fix the problem.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So can you see the goblin?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it. It's right there.
So he walks out and he takes a shot at the Triton.
And why the fuck does Dupe beat me in the 15? The fuck?
You two could choose who goes
Alphabetical
before
order?
who. No. If
Okay.
there's a tie in initiative order between players, well, actually, if there's a tie period, you could choose the order in which they go in.
Okay, cool.
So decide amongst yourselves. But once you choose, it will always be that order.
Okay.
It doesn't really
I'll let...
me.
Well, you can hold your turn until after someone else is gone too. So
As far as I know, you can only hold an action.
Yeah, you can only hold action.
Like,
You
you
know,
could
like-
ready an action, like, I'll wait until to see if this guy charges, but if your initiative order doesn't change. Unless someone could find that rule for me and point it out, because that'd be really useful for, like, every other game we play. Nonetheless,
we can look for it later if we need it.
does a 13 hit you?
It does. Armor class is 12.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as the arrow fired sinks deep into your shoulder.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit you, Amri?
Nope.
An arrow fired from him just kind of glances off the armor of the dragonborn in front of you, scattering off randomly into the distance. And it is your turn, Amri. I'm getting that character name right, correct?
Yes, you are.
If I ever get anything wrong like that, please yell. Don't
No
yell
problem.
too loud. I startle easy. I'll pee myself. It's terrible.
I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on one of them, on the closest one.
Could you ping it for me?
How do you ping?
Left click, and it'll ping where the cursor is.
It's you left click and hold it for a second.
All right. He fails his wisdom save.
My character says, "You're the reason baby gnomes cry."
You like a tear, like swell up in his eye, and he takes 3 points of psychic damage
That is.
as
It's one
the
of my.
psychological torment just kind of brings him to tears. A third goblin appears
Oh,
from
shit.
around the bush. Around the bush? Around the bush.
We
No,
have a book.
Vicious mockery has ruined the Goblin King. I can't speak now. From around the bush, club and shield in hand, stops in the river, takes a defensive posture. Didgeridoo, you're up.
I approach the goblin with the shield and club.
Okay. Attacks on him would have disadvantage
It's unfortunate.
Why would they have disadvantage?
because he is using the dodge action.
Ah.
And I swing at him with my quarterstaff.
He juts back, almost like he's trying to do a Goblin Matrix move, and blocks it perfectly with the club. That's still kind of like half drawn, half in his hand. Yeah, not even close.
Little fucker.
Bits in your direction, but it kind of like it's caught in the wind that's heading towards the cave and slaps the goblin behind him. Is that all you would like to do?
Yes.
Banu, your turn.
I'm gonna do pretty much the same dealio, which is I'm gonna move there and attack the same guy.
Oh, I thought you were going to do something else. But okay, yeah, same thing. It would have disadvantage.
What'd you think I was gonna do? Hmm?
Nothing.
Okay.
Wait, is that the same one that I attacked?
No, the one that's right behind this one
Okay.
is the one that I just pinged you attack.
Alright. Okay.
As he's coming up from this Matrix-like dodge from Dupe, he sees the pick coming and just does a split in the river. Ha ha! You either! Same thing. Takes a spit, tries to spit in your face, but it like flies back and lands on his shoulder.
I will then use my bonus action to cast Spell Ward.
Okay.
And that would be the end of my
It's a
turn.
ninja goblin.
Damn right.
Little fucker, man.
Now I said it last week. Goblins are little fuckers. Denier, you're up.
All right. How do I know how deep the this creek is?
It's maybe 6 inches.
Okay.
Even on the goblins, it looks shallow.
I'm just going to move up here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cook this goblin with the sacred flame.
It's got a range on it.
Yeah, it does. Which goblin?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it has a range on it, but I'm trying to kind of box them in a little bit.
He comes up from that split, spits in Cal's face, and the wind just like slaps the saliva on his shoulder. And as he reaches up to get it, he's kind of distracted for a second and doesn't quite have the jukes to dodge the sudden burst of flame from beneath his feet. As the radiant fire laps at his legs, sizzling in the water, he screams in pain. I'll kill you first!
That's going to end my turn.
How would you display a cone?
Complicated. We've just kind of been mapping it out with arrows. I thought you were going to breath weapon.
I just remembered that I have it, and now I'm sad.
I'm like, oh, he's just going to walk and be like, rosy kisses for you all.
And now we know what Hammer was thinking.
Yeah. I can't
Almost
imagine
like I know what your characters can do. So,
good
Kalina.
DM does, so...
So, Kalina, what would you like to do?
Alright, from where I am, do I have line of sight or a direct shot to the furthest back?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll stay where I am, and I will shoot at the furthest back. What are they, goblins, you said?
Yes, they're goblins. They're actually in your journal now, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I posted a picture of them in your journal.
Ooh, goblins. Okay.
Pay attention to that. You guys may get goodies periodically.
Awesome.
These
I did not know that.
conditions. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep, I will shoot at the one furthest back.
Okay. A 15 hits.
Alright, so that is 3 piercing.
That natural one, though.
That's 2 in a row. Initiative and then this.
Our rolls on things not in combat are great, just saying.
Except when we're trying to catch refrigerators.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Falling.
I mean, it's a refrigerator, though.
That is true.
You move up quickly, kind of using the drow in front of you as a pillar or a tree trunk to block some line of sight. As you peek around, you fire your arrow. It fires perfectly under her arm, striking the goblin right in his collarbone, sinking deep in, almost to the fletching completely. He lets out a squeak and a gargle as blood fills his mouth. But he stands.
I was about to say, fuck, that's a low hit point goblin.
They're all low hit point goblins.
Alright, and
Made of
then
tissue
I
paper and
will
squish.
take a step back. I assume this is the way we came from, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, I'll take a step back and that'll be my turn.
Alright, back to the goblin's turns. Goblin takes the fletching of the arrow and kind of snaps it off a bit, drops the bloodied section into the water, reaches into his quiver, draws a bow, and fires at the trident that struck him true. And yes, I know it's Triton, but...
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh, God.
Vengeance.
Yeah.
Best served cold.
Oh, our first enemy crit on a player.
Oh, no.
You take 8 points of piercing damage
I am perfectly at 0. I had 8 left.
as the vengeance arrow
Oh my god.
lands center chest, sinks all the way in to the fletching, and just stops. And as it stops, you fall unconscious. I believe you said you were at 0, right?
Yep, perfect 0.
Yeah, you fall unconscious.
Is he considered stable or?
No, he's not considered stable. He is
Okay.
considered dying.
All
Wait,
right.
do we get our first death saving throws next if I get my next round?
On the start of your turn, yes.
Oh, excited.
Goblin moves 5 feet to the side, smelling blood in the water, draws his arrow, and fires at the Triton.
I'm
The one that's...
at range of
The
shown,
one-
so that's disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
I think... Is it for range weapons they get it
wait.
too?
Is that if that's the one I hit? He gets disadvantage on attack.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I thought it was when a character is prone as well, they get disadvantage because that would be, or they get like half cover. I think it was.
Yeah, range shooting it to prone should be disadvantage. Melee would have advantage.
Well, I mean, it's all Hammer's choice. I'm just thinking of my own
Well,
stuff.
it was disadvantage, and he had disadvantage anyways. But
Yeah.
rolled a 16 on the die.
Ooh.
AC is 12.
You take 8 points, which is kind of irrelevant, but you immediately fail 2 death saving throws.
Oh. Oh no, that's not good. Okay.
Drama. Drama. Omri, you're up.
Seeing as my fellow companion is down, I'm going to cast. Can I cast Cure Wounds on her?
Yes, but you have to be within a range to touch her. If you have Healing Word, you can cast that from range.
Alright, I'm gonna move next to her and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. You guys can move into the key if it appears on your screen. I mean, technically the cave runs off in that direction. It's just where they put the key.
Key.
I don't know if you can see it.
Oops.
I can't know.
Okay, it's a D8 plus your dominant modifier, which I believe for you is Charisma. Kalina, you are healed 7 points, making you stable and not dying.
Huzzah.
And there's no negative, so you're actually you get plus 7 HP from 0.
Okay. Oh, that's actually a good point because some do negative damage.
Yeah,
Right?
5th edition doesn't technically have negative damage. It only really applies for the one-shot mechanic.
Okay. So 7 hit points, and that's stable conscious. I can stand, or would I still be prone?
You're still prone right now. On your turn, you could stand though.
Okay. Then looking up on my back, I just say thank you.
I just nod. That ends my turn.
Okay. The club-wielding drow. No, the club-wielding goblin. Who did I swear vengeance on? The drow? Yeah. Takes a swing at the drow. Whose name I can't remember right now. Oh my god.
Denier.
Denier, thank you. My brain's shutting off on me. Does a 12 hit you?
My armor class is 16.
Sorry. I was going to say, sorry, it's 11. But no, yeah, that misses. It smashes into your armor, shaking the club and a bit of the goblin's arm.
I laugh and yell profanities and goblin at him.
He spits in your face. Well, it hits your shield, but he spits towards your face. Also, as before, kind of it hits the shield and gets sucked towards the cave. Didgeridoo.
Wait, the spit gets sucked towards the cave?
Yeah, there's a slight, the wind is kind of, not getting sucked like a fan or a vacuum, but it flows towards the cave. So as he spits,
Okay.
because
Yeah, so
water,
there's a draft.
Yep. So he spits at you, and you can see it arc a bit. It hits the shield, and it kind of slides off. And nasty, brown-colored, chunky goblin spit. Didgeridoo, you're up.
Did anyone hit the goblin directly in front of me?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Okay. I make another attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay. This does not have disadvantage. The 6th, though, your quarterstaff slams into his shield, similar to the goblins, and it reverberates, shaking your hands, but seems to do no harm to the goblin.
Fucking Elmite. And I look at him angrily,
House.
and I end my turn.
Bono,
Oh,
you too
God.
can go next.
It's Banu.
You're up.
I ain't the lead singer of U2.
It's okay, Galadriel in my two things, I call Glad Hands. So you will all have nicknames in a few weeks.
Can I... And I think I
Possibly.
should be able to do this. I want to move to that spot right there.
Okay.
I shouldn't take an attack of
doesn't.
opportunity.
It does not.
And then I'm going to engage that guy there.
Okay.
with my pickaxe. My war pick, rather.
You did it again. "18 hits. As this guy has no shield, as he was bow wielding, so
That was the. I just wanted him off the field. That's why I went for him. Yeah.
the pick sinks deep right above the clavicle, arcing all the way down to the hammer side of the pick, piercing most of the vital organs right behind it. And as you pull it out, you hear that sick sucking sound of the pick, like, yeah, exactly, rubbing against the meat. It just drops without a squeak, falls on its knees, and kind of just like slumps onto its chest.
That's how you kill a goblin.
The one in the tunnel. "You will pay. I swear."
I don't have much gold, but okay.
Is that all for your turn?
I would like to cast Spell Ward again.
Okay.
Or is it Blade Ward? I think it's Blade
I
Ward.
think it's Blade Ward.
Yeah, Blade Ward.
Denier.
Curious about what time of day it is.
I would say it's a bit past midday, heading towards evening.
Past midday.
Actually, no. Yeah, you found the cart at midday. It was a 5-mile walk, so
We rested after that, which is an hour.
yeah. So actually, it's just quite turning. Like the sun's just starting to set. Like it's starting to. It's
Would
dusk.
it be considered direct sunlight?
No. Well, yes, technically, because it's still like the sun is still up. It's just above the horizon, but it's still up.
Let me read this real quick.
You're
Okay.
talking about for the light sensitivity.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you go
wondering
ahead.
if I'm ready, if I can go ham yet, but I guess not. Yeah, I'm going to target that guy, and
Okay.
I'm just going to keep burning the shit out of him.
He, after being struck, seems to have lost his sick jukes from before, and doesn't make it out of the flame again this time. The fire, like, spider climbs up his leg, it catching his pants on fire and onto his chest, catching his leather, starting to singe into his fur, his thick hair, almost like matted fur, climbs onto his face and scars it as he slowly burns to death and falls backward into the creek, screaming and writhing in pain.
And as my bonus action, I yell in Goblin at the other Goblin towards the cave. I've seen many of your kind die. You will be no different.
Speaking's a free action, so you could just insult him for free.
Okay. Well, I do
Oh,
that.
Hammer, I forgot one thing for my. This is not important, but it would have been a 10 and not an 8.
Oh, the damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
mean,
I
he's
had
dead
yeah,
anyway.
no, I had strength on there, but because of my thing, I can use my charisma for my attack modifier and my damage rolls.
Is that all you would like to do, Denier? Denier?
Yeah, that's it.
Kalina, you're up.
Alright, so first I'd like to spend half movement to stand up.
You got it.
The arrow's still on my chest, correct?
Yeah.
Am I able to pull that out
Don't pull it out.
without being in action? Or that being
No.
action?
Sorry.
No, in order to pull it out and not hurt and not harm yourself further, you would have to use a medicine check,
Okay.
and that would require an action.
Okay, then never mind. I will leave the arrow in. I will knock my own arrow and I will shoot at the remaining goblin, screaming, "Not today!" And
Okay.
I will attack. Where'd my character sheet go? Oh god.
You fire the arrow, and it flies between the drow and the dragonborn, and strikes the cave wall. And the goblin looks at the wall, looks back at you, and smiles. "I agree! Not today!"
But I don't understand that, so it's fine.
He speaks in common.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he speaks in common.
I will take a step here to kind of get behind, I don't know the character token, but to kind of line of sight, using them as a meat shield, and end my turn.
I see how it is.
Okay. My turn. The goblin looks back at the wall where the arrow struck, eyes up the situation, drops his bow, and beelines it directly into the cave. You hear the splashing of water and wet feet on stone as he just kind of disappears into the darkness of the cave.
Should
That
we go
one.
after him?
I mean, that would be the plan, I would say.
Are we still in initiative order?
Yeah, we're still in initiative order. It would make it Omri's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna go towards the mouth of the cave.
Okay.
I'm assuming I don't see him.
Uh,
'Cause my vision doesn't see him that far.
well, and you would see his token. I think.
Yeah.
Here, let me test something.
Because I mean, I see part of the cave. I don't see his token. So I'm
Can
assuming.
you see the goblin now?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
So is that where he is?
No, I was just moving it to make sure you're
Oh, okay.
working correctly. I'm like, just to make sure you can see the goblin token. But no, the cave extends in maybe 30 feet before it starts to veer off to the side. Slow water trickles in, and as you get closer to the mouth of the cave, you get a scent that it's a bit pungent, but it smells like wet dog or wet fur. And make a listen check.
Oh, a listening check.
Sorry, perception.
Okay.
What is this, 3.5?
Yeah, it's burned in there, man. I'm assuming the perception. Yeah, the perception was the 5. You hear some splashing in the distance, but you're unsure if it's footsteps or if it's water cascading over rock.
I turn to my companions and say, "He's gone further in the cave, but I don't see him."
Hmm.
I'm not too eager about chasing him in the dark.
I make a perception check to see if if the goblins left any like campfire or like supplies laying around outside the cave.
Yeah,
Mainly, I want to look in the bushes where that guy
you
was
would
hiding.
have to move over there first and then do it. But yeah, I'm assuming that's all you want to do, Omri.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't want to go further in the cave yet.
Okay, make your perception. As you make your way past Omri into this little alcove, you notice that the brush line between the cave wall and the natural brush has been matted down with some planks of wood. They look to be from a wagon. They could be from the side of a house. It's kind of unsure. You're kind of unsure. And in this area, you see a small fire, maybe a couple inches in diameter. Well, a small fire pit, a couple inches in diameter. A rolled up sack of cloth looks to have been used as a pillow, and some dice.
I take the dice.
It's going to be raid all over again.
Yep.
Oh god.
Like as a swap blaster.
Not yet.
Soon. Is that what you would like to do, Dupe?
So, are we? Do you guys want to follow the goblin into the cave?
We have to, or he'll alert his horde of goblin-like.
At this point, I think he's so far gone in the cave, they know we're coming.
I agree.
Move up next to Amory and just prepare myself for ambush.
Okay. Banu? Well, you have to actually move your token, Dupe.
It's true. I forget this.
I'm still gonna have the light thing going on, I guess, when I go into the cave, so I want to make sure you're aware of that.
Dupe, you started where I pinged, right?
Yes.
Difficult terrain, my friend.
No, not that. The river doesn't, or the creek doesn't count as difficult terrain. I just want to make sure he didn't move over his movement. Because you can't walk through the brush line, you have to walk around it.
So since my movement's 35, I get to move 35 feet?
Yep.
Okay. I still have 5 feet left.
Okay. That's what I was just making sure. Banu, what would you like to do?
I mean, I'm just gonna move here. I still have the light going on, by the way. Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Well, I'll turn it off once we get into the cave, but because I'm doing it for the outside purposes, but inside the cave, you can see about where you can now.
Yeah.
From just natural light, but past that, you won't be able to see. So I'll disable it once you actually cross into the cave proper.
Okay.
Because you don't have dark vision. The cave is dark. It's not natural. Well, it's naturally lit in the mouth, maybe 15, 20 feet in, but it does start to get dark as the cave bends.
Okay.
From where you're standing, you do see there seems to be an opening in the cave wall to the right. Well, where I'm pinging, for that matter. You
Looking in
can't
that direction, do I see any kind of light or anything coming out of there, or no?
No.
Okay. So, besides the natural light, it's pitch black then?
Mhm.
Well, this is unfortunate. Does anybody have a torch?
I might have a solution.
Okay. I'll go ahead and end my turn there and go into dodge.
Okay.
And cast blade. So not only do they have disadvantage, I have resistance.
Okay. I'll end that there. Denier, what would you like to do?
I turn to the trident and I ask him, would you rather that out now or later?
Let's take it out now while we have some downtime.
Okay.
I have
pull
a +4 for medicine.
I pull over
should.
and I grab the arrow and I remove it, or attempt to.
You tug a bit, and you kind of have to rotate it a bit in the wound, and it stings a little, but he manages to guide the arrow out nearly the same way it went in, causing no external damage, no extra damage. Drops the arrow on the ground.
Thank you.
And that used 5 of my movement, so... Let's see. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Is that all you'd like to do?
I turn. Yeah, that's all I do. But I asked the group if they want to take a short rest or not.
Denier, how much How do you have any spell slots? Just out of
I have
curiosity.
I have no spells left.
Because I don't either.
Though I do have solutions if someone gets knocked unconscious.
Well, the question I have is, how long is a short rest, Hammer?
30 to 45 minutes.
Do we really want to spend 30 to 45 minutes sitting outside the cave?
I don't think we have the time to.
I mean, that gives whatever's inside more time to prepare for us. Obviously, that guy ran in there because there's something in there that he could protect him. Whether it be more guys or some kind of defensive area.
And if they have our friends, 30 minutes of extra torture might
If
not
they're
be
even
enough.
alive.
If they're even alive.
All I
if we
know is
want-
I can't see inside the cave from what other than what we're seeing now.
Okay. Well, once it's my turn again, which I don't know how long that will be, but I can cast lights.
Who do you want to or what do you want to cast light on? Or who?
It's
for
not
that
lights. It's dancing lights is what it is.
matter? Oh, okay. Could you link it for me?
There.
Oh, okay, the thing that Caleb's been using frequently.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that I do have dark vision, and I can see that there is. I can see a bridge down the creek. Because I can see that, right?
Yes, you can see that.
And are we
I
still
see
in
it as well.
initiative?
I'll end the initiative here, but I'll explain why in a second.
Okay. Then my character would have moved up with the... Oh, I have vision when I
I'm
move
still-
forward?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to finish your turn.
Oh, my turn's done.
Oh, yeah, then
Oh, thank God it's a cantrip.
Kalena's up next.
Alright, then I'm gonna move up to the group... Or, hold on, I forgot to... Oh, yeah, okay. Then I move up with the group.
Okay, from where you guys are standing, just inside the Cave of the Mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up to a small chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the end, and it's filled with the sound of water rippling and cascading across stone. A stench of wet fur or animal hits the palate, kind of leaving you nauseated for a second, and you hear the sound of chain rattle just barely past the mouth of the cave. And I'm going to end the initiative order here. Well, I'm going to close out the tab, I should say. So what would you guys like to do?
Fight you. Then.
I want to go check out the goblins to see if they had anything on them.
Okay.
I'll join her in that endeavor.
I'm going to move back from the entrance of the cave while we wait.
These goblins appear to have, just as you're briefly looking over them, appear to have the same equipment as the ones down by the road had, and you don't notice any coin purse or anything of such on their waist. And Duke didn't find any in the bushes when he was looking.
Do you mind if I take the short bow so I have a ranged weapon? I'm kind of useless with this quarterstaff.
Have at it.
I don't mind.
You can have the one I have.
So the goblin do you have an extra one?
I have one that I took from a goblin before,
Okay.
but I don't really need it because I don't have any arrows.
Well, the 2 goblins that are here have 20 arrows each.
Yeah, but I don't have that. My pick is better.
True.
And please remind me when I fire arrows to mark down the resource, because I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, you should try to. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard to get half of your arrows back.
Yep.
So, give me 1 second. I'm grabbing a drink.
Do you guys want to take a short rest or a long rest?
Well,
Okay.
if we take a short rest, we're going to be sitting out here for 45 minutes or so. And the closer we get to dark, the worse things off we get. Because I can't see in the dark yet.
I was gonna say either way, because we still
Well, I
have
have torches.
I have candles.
Yeah, because I can't. I have torches as well, but I can't have a pick in one hand and a torch in the other, because then I can't cast any spells yet.
Isn't
That's
your
my
pick a
big-
versatile weapon?
No, it's a one-handed.
You kind of lay that brickwork.
Well, if it's
As far
one,
as-
you can have a candle in the offhand. Or a
I
torch.
can, but then I would need a free hand to be able to use my arcane focus to be able to cast a spell.
Good point.
That's at level 3 that changes, but right now it doesn't.
How close are we to turning night?
At this point, the sun has set over the hill, and the light gray of twilight has turned to a deeper gray of early night.
Well, we
Well, the
either long rest, or we go now.
Well, the horses were only dead for a few hours, and it's been a few hours more. If the goblins have our friends, there's a very high chance they are still alive. I think the sooner we go forward, the better for their sake if they are in danger.
If we take a long rest here, and we wouldn't want to rest at the mouth of the cave for fear of them trying to ambush us. And if we move far away from the cave, they might try to escape with them, whatever's inside, and leave this
Bill's not
place.
standing in the stairs anymore.
What?
Sorry, that was Cal in the background.
No backseat D&Ding.
Making that noise that makes me want to have somebody else slap Cal. Herman, can you get on that real quick?
All right. Well, I guess we are going then. All in agreement?
Yep. Can I attempt to recover half my arrows?
Yeah, it takes a minute or so.
I.
That would be one arrow.
There's no checker. Like, it just takes a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, well, I tell everyone to stand back that when I cast this, if there's anything near the entrance, it may get aggroed onto us. Or it may agitate the the denizens of the cave. And I'm going to cast Dancing Lights. Like, I can make 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
Up to 4 torch
Yeah,
sides.
it's up to 4.
I'm going to put one here. Put one here.
1 second.
We'll put one here.
Can you put what it, like, in this area?
Yeah,
see what-
I can see into there.
Just so I know what's in there.
Oh man, I actually have a spell effect for this. It's just not loading correctly.
Alright, I'll be back.
I mean, what you could probably do is make a torch and put it in that spot.
I have a torch.
Well,
Uh,
it says I can move them, so like I could probably just like put one next to each of y'all and just move them as we walk, right? That
Takes
works.
it takes an action or a bonus action, I
It
think.
takes a
so.
bonus action, but if we're just walking around, then it's not an issue, right? Yeah, I can see that. I can't
You're
manipulate
Kage.
it. Oh yeah, Kage.
It lets off how much feet of dim light?
10 feet of dim light. All right, and then I guess I'll move up and hello.
I'm here, Joe. I'm just trying to fix the token.
Sorry, I'm back.
I moved back to the mouth of the cave.
I'm guessing at this point you want me to roll a stealth check.
Can you guys see the light that was let off by the torches?
I cannot know.
You will. I think you'll be able to once you move towards the cave entrance.
Because I can't
the,
see through your tokens.
I can see
Move.
the torches.
Move towards the cave. Like move your token towards the cave, and then you'll probably see it.
So what's the plan right now before we start moving?
Well,
Just go in and hope for the best.
got any other plans?
Stealthily walk around.
We could stealth, but I mean they already know we're out here.
We should definitely watch for any kind of traps on our way in, and as we travel forward.
You say that as the drow's already inside.
Yeah, as I'm at the mouth, I'll start looking around for traps and move forward. And do I need to do a perception check for that kind of stuff?
No. Oh, well, to look for traps?
Yeah.
Investigation. To actively search, investigation.
No, not so much actively. Just make sure as
just
I'm
like
walking. Make
yeah.
sure as I'm walking it, I don't step on anything I don't need to.
That would be perception. Like when I say actively, I meant things like poking around and like using a tool.
No, I'm just trying to just carefully walk
Okay,
in as
then
I'm
yeah,
looking.
perception.
Sweet.
Nah, just
Oh.
some loose stone in the creek, but doesn't seem like
There's
a
some
trap.
water here, guys.
Yeah, you don't even slip a little. You're just like, oh, there's some loose rocks there. Walk on in. How far do you go?
I'm just gonna move right there. Oh,
Okay, from your token,
hi things.
I was gonna say, you can see. It should look like faint outlines. Actually, it might just be bright outlines. I'm not sure.
Oh, I
see.
could definitely see them.
Oh no, the drow. Yeah, the drow could definitely see these things. I'm talking about Waka. Do you see faint outlines of tokens, or do you see like clear-cut outlines of tokens?
Clear cut, because yeah, I needed
I
to
see
remove
faint
that
from where I am.
30. I needed to remove that
yeah.
light from my character. That's probably why. Don't worry. Now I see. Well, now I don't even see the.
It would be very faint from where you're standing.
I could barely see that one.
But you can see them.
Very. That's the only one I can see.
Did that change anything? It would be very faint.
I can barely see the middle one now. Like just
Yeah,
the outside left
dim-
edge of them.
Dim light is exactly that. It's dim. You can't see a clear outline, but you do see the faint outline of one or two shadowy figures, kind of in the shape of something not feline, canine.
At this, I don't know if it's my turn or not, or if we're just going in like whatever.
I could, for this purpose, I could reinitiate I could bring up the turn order and go by turns. But we're mostly freestyling it here. There will be a certain point though, like I'm not gonna let people just like beeline it into the cave. I mean, you can. Let me rephrase that. You can beeline it into the cave.
I kind of like turn to the dragonborn behind me and just like kind of like shh, and then I'm going to put my blessing of the trickster on him.
Okay. As you shush him, you hear the rattle of chains.
Oh.
As 4 wolves lunge towards the mouth and get stopped as chain goes taut, and they kind of snarl and growl in the direction that you are, snapping at the light source and just kind of like slobbering in your direction.
Well, that's no bueno.
That might as well be alarm. Like, hello, we're here.
They already know we're here.
I can see 3 of them.
Well, yeah, you can't see the 4th one because it's just the way the light source is playing out and you don't have dark vision. But the drow can see this perfectly clear.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're chained up?
From the drow can see they're chained, and the chain runs directly to the stalagmite. That's right where I pinged. Right at the right at the base of it, there seems to be a pit with rings in it, and it's attached to those.
Should we deal with these creatures now? I whisper.
Do you
I
there's
think
a
it's
chance they
fine
can
to leave them.
Do you think that there's a chance they can break the chains and get us from behind?
I would rather deal with them now, just to make sure like nothing comes back to bite us.
Yeah, if
Quite
they're chained
literally.
up, we can kind of shoot them like fish in a barrel. Yeah.
I think so.
All right, well, let's go for it.
Does anybody have arrows? I should have grabbed arrows. Now
I
I
have
need the bow.
arrows.
I have arrows.
Well, I would need somebody to give me some arrows to be able to attack.
Sorry, you guys.
I don't know if I mentioned this. I looted the 40 arrows from the goblins outside.
You didn't, but thank you for clarifying it now.
I walk back and pick up the arrows.
Are you guys trying to calm him down, or are you just going to start shooting him?
Calm them down. I mean, if we don't have to kill them, we don't have to, but
I mean, that's a character decision. That's
are they do they look like feral from what I can tell, or
no. Make a nature check.
oh god. Mainly, like, are they partially tamed, would you say? Like, they probably only speak goblin then.
These seem to be more trained than feral.
In
Does anybody
Goblin,
know animals well to calm these things down enough?
in Goblin, I say sit.
In common or goblin?
Goblin, I say sit.
Make a handle animal check. Or animal handling.
Dope. That ain't gonna work.
You say sit! And it snaps at the light source again and kind of snarls and pulls on the chain as it tries to make its way towards you. Chain's still holding it back.
If we can't calm these creatures down, I say end them.
So technical question. I can't see
Sure.
the other player tokens when the light changed around.
That's
That
where
may.
you?
You should
Yeah.
be. I mean, I have a light right on me. You should be.
Yeah, like I can see the
Fucking
3
daylight.
torches like along the cave. I can see 1 token. The
Well, no,
torch
I
that's
may have to fix something. Which token am I adjusting things on?
that one is mine. I can see the token that's right there, but no other tokens for players.
Can you see it now?
You should be able to see 3 very faint tokens from right now.
I see 2. I don't know if I can see a third or if it's
The
just
third, I was going to say the third one would be at the very bottom, and you just barely see the gold ring on the crick. But he can see with the torch. But again, dim light is dim light. Do Tritons have dark vision?
I can
Not
move
that
it
I'm
60
aware.
feet, right?
No.
What was that?
Yeah, I can move my torch up to 60 feet, right?
Yes. And it lasts a minute, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
this
been
bad.
like 30 seconds here, right?
Yeah, I'll say it's. Yeah, I'd say it's been about 30 seconds.
Okay, now I can see the third token. Okay.
For the nature of the spell, I'm gonna bring back up the initiative order.
All right. So I'm going to. I'm going to point my crossbow at the closest wolf and fire.
Okay. You take a shot, and it's agitated, like yanking on the chain and lunging towards you. You don't quite line up the shot correctly, and it strikes the cave wall, like the mouth right next to it. And I need everyone to roll initiatives.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Denier, could you roll again, and I'll just add the 5.
Okay.
You need to click your token.
Oh, sorry.
That's a torch.
Jokes work out like this.
I'm very happy that that works that way. I've never seen a torch on the initiative roster.
Neither have I. It just happened. I'm like, that's a torch. Okay, I see 4 initiatives. There should be 5 players. So,
Didgeridoo.
yeah, Dupe, I need you to roll an
Oh, I
initiative.
thought I.
You might not have clicked your token.
No, I definitely did.
Oh, well, I see the 12, so just roll again so I could.
I made a pop-out window.
No, that I
Is
have
it
that
not
with
gonna
mine
let
as well.
me?
No, I do that as well.
Yeah, you just have. Click on the top arrow on the left, like screen, because you're currently in the ruler section.
This is true.
So you're just like dragging an arrow over your token.
All right, so I got initiative.
This was a 12. Fuck, a 2? What the fuck, man? I'm gonna get fucking eaten by these things. They're wolves, right?
Yeah, they're
Dogs or
wolves, but they're
something like that.
chained, so unless they break their chains.
Knowing D&D,
I think that's
playing
what's
D&D,
happening.
I think the dogs are gonna break the chain, and we're about to get fucked.
You know, I mean, shit happens.
I was happy to let them keep going.
You know, sometimes just dice happen.
Tempted to go smoke because it looks like it's gonna be a fucking hot minute before it's my turn.
The third wolf in the back kind of comes up. I'm gonna like
The
place it.
wolf.
I'm gonna place it cockeyed just so we don't have any like overlapping tokens. But he's sharing the square with the wolf directly below him, and yanks really hard on the chain. And it goes taut, and he kind of like stumbles back, almost in a bit in surprise and a bit out of frustration. And she kind of like paces in place. The one on the very bottom, though, chain snaps. As it pulls free, lunges forward at you, Waka.
You little fuckers. Oh, and he broke free. Mother.
Does a 13 hit you?
It does.
Does it really?
Yeah, I have a 12 armor class. Or do I? I have leather armor, which I think is 11, and I have a dex of 1.
That's 12.
Rip me.
You take
Does it
8
now?
points of piercing damage.
And I'm down.
Oh no.
As the wolf clamps down on your thigh, piercing through a bit of the leather protection that you had there, sinking and piercing a vein. and as you kind of swat it off, your eyesight goes blurry and you stumble in place and you just fall backwards against the wall and slide into the creek. Blood
Unless
trickling.
Blade Ward only lasts until the end of my turn, so that wouldn't
Yep.
have been going.
Nope.
Boo. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go smoke. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Remember, you can use medicine to stabilize. I was gonna use my breath attack, too. This would have been like the perfect fucking time for it, but whoever shot the crossbow beat me to it. I was just gonna breathe on them while they were all still taut and close together.
The second wolf breaks free.
Oh no.
Yeah, see how it feels, fuckers.
That could be you.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Oh no.
Does a 4 hit you, Waka?
No.
It snaps at your leg and it kind of misjudges where your leg is covered in the few inches of water. It snaps and strikes the water and stone below it. Lifts up its eyes, kind of glowing red, almost enraged.
I have a question in regards to that.
I can answer?
Isn't when you're unconscious, aren't all attacks automatic hits?
All attacks are automatic crits.
Oh, well,
Automatic crits or hits
Crits.
while unconscious?
Well, I might want to double check
there's
that,
a
but
status effect thing that I think everyone has.
Yeah, hold on. Conditions. Unconscious. Attack rolls have advantage. Okay, yeah. So you do have to roll an attack roll with advantage.
Yeah, and if it hits, it's a crit.
Correct.
And it missed.
Cool. All right, cool. I'm just refreshing my rules in my head while I'm doing this too.
No, it happens, man. Feel free to question everything because I'm going to get some stuff wrong.
It's more so since I've played a lot and read a lot. If I go overboard with it, let me know.
Fine, man. I don't mind polite rule lawyers. It's when you start arguing with me that we're going to go to fisticuffs. Nonetheless, didgeridoo. You kind of see your friend fall unconscious in the dim light of the cave, and you hear the 2 chains snap. But from where you're standing, you don't. You can see where the wolves attacked from, but you don't see the wolves' bodies or anything. Also, who's streaming this, by the way?
I am. Do you want me to relink it? It should
No, I
still
can find
be
the link.
up. Yeah, just a few messages up.
I inch past my companions to attempt to look into the cave. Oh, I cannot. The wolves are right there.
Well, you can look into the cave. You might be able to. You could enter that square because it's just going to be a tight fit because of the way the mouth of the cave goes.
Will I be able to use a projectile attack on the wolves from here?
No, because they are on the other side of the wall.
Okay, so can I inch past my companions, squeeze past them, and go up there?
If they allow you to, yes.
Friends, let me pass.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. Okay, so I move up there, and
Okay.
I cast magic missiles on. Have any of us damage these guys?
No.
yet?
No.
Okay, I thought so.
When he passes the first wolf, does it give him an opportunity attack because he leaves a square that's threatened?
I have no idea, man.
I'm just gonna say no for now, and I'll look it up later. But continue. You cast magic missile on who?
The wolf that is above the other one, right here.
Okay.
Wait,
It'd just be a D4 plus 1. Hold on.
my magic missiles is still. Turn off proficiency.
Nope, it should be that. I just turned off your initiative on the damage roll. Yep, there we go. It's correct. It's D4 plus 1.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no.
And you can't choose the targets.
I think he needs to
Um,
choose them before he casts them.
He does.
Yes,
just-
that was.
Oh, okay.
Were they all at the same one?
Yeah. I don't know how much health these wolves have.
Well, you conjure your arcane energy, pointing with all of your arcane focus towards the wolf just in front of the drow, as 3 bolts of arcane force spew from your hands, piercing its face, its upper shoulder, and its stomach all the way through, and it strikes him dead. It just collapses under its own body weight.
Take that, you damn mutt.
We'll remove him from the initiative order. Is that all you would like to do for your turn?
Is medicine like a bonus action? Can I still do it?
I guess it would depend what you're trying to do with it.
I would attempt to stabilize Waka.
I think that's an action.
Okay.
It's fine. I can get him. Assuming he doesn't get attacked again.
Can I? We only have
Not
like a.
merciful God. We only have.
Does anyone have a torch lit, or is it just a candle?
You don't see the torches?
There are 4 orbs of very poor lighting emanating from. You can't see the torches? One was in the initiative for about a second.
Okay, never mind then. I end my turn.
In all of my years of playing D&D, I've never had an object entering initiative order that wasn't animated. That was the best thing that has ever happened to me. I was like, that's a torch. That is a torch.
The
Rolled a
torch
7.
gains sentience and attempts to avenge
Sentient torch. Here,
Waka.
here
And
to
it,
get
and it
revenge.
was streamed, so you have the evidence.
Is that all you would like to? Is that all you're doing, Didgeridoo?
Yes. I'm sorry if I cut out. I end my
No,
turn.
it's fine. I was looking through a book, so I may not have heard you. Omri, you're up.
If I move to here, can I still attack?
Yes, you could still attack, but it would provoke an attack of opportunity from the wolf.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to hit it with my rapier.
Well, you get it with the pokey stab, and you hit it really good. Roll your damage.
You click
That's
the
not right.
In the chat, click the rapier, the actual word.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You take a lunge forward with the rapier, guiding between what is it? Banu, as he's kind of like fading into
you guys
the
hear me now?
creek. Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes.
You
Oh, what
lunge
the hell?
past Banu and strike the wolf that has knocked him unconscious, plunging deep, almost to the hilt, into the center of its chest, striking a few major organs. And you pull it out, and it yelps, and you can see its legs buckle a bit, but it's standing, panting heavily and bleeding profusely.
Okay, I end my turn.
Okay. The wolf from the back runs up and gets yanked by the chain as it goes taut. It stops in its place. Leading to Denir's turn.
All right, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Waka. On not Dwako, I forget what his name is. The Dragonborn guy.
Yeah, I really got to get better at calling everyone by their character names in game. I just keep forgetting sometimes.
And then for my bonus action, I'm just going to freaking
All of the
light, just
Okay.
light them all up.
So that just
Everyone can see everything.
Hey guys,
That just-
look, friends.
Doesn't this
that
spell
just
have a
means that I'm
thing-
stable, yeah.
Yes, but
Yes,
you're at
you're
0
stable.
HP.
Yeah.
Doesn't
He
this like,
doesn't-
have a thing if you
He
combine?
doesn't have to cast Death Throws anymore, though, right?
Nope.
Not with Spare the Dying.
Nope, that's what the stable part means. He's just at 0 HP. Is that all you're doing, Dinier?
Yes, that's all I'm doing.
Kalena, you're up.
I can't see much from here, so I'm going to. Oops, sorry. Move up to see what I see. Can I? What do I see from here? That's one wolf. That's another wolf. And is that Waka's token?
The character there is Waka's token.
Okay.
Everything else is a wolf. Oh god, where did you move?
I moved from here to where I am now.
See where you are now.
Wait, you can't see where I am?
Nope. Well, I have a few things open on my screen, so you may be behind a panel.
I think I am. I'm one square beneath Waka's token.
Oh, you're on top of another token.
Oh yeah, you're under. I'm
Oh.
here.
Which you can do, but you can't. You can move on top of another character, but you can't end your turn on top of another character.
Correct.
Okay, then it's just the tight corridor. Because my character is only hearing noises and wolves, but can't see anything, so I'm gonna try to sneak my way through. So this would be 10 feet of movement.
The creek doesn't provide rough terrain. It's only a few inches deep.
Yep.
So you can move your normal speed on it.
Yeah, I mean, I've only moved 10 feet from where I was to here.
Okay.
Is 10.
Okay.
From here, what wolf would I have like line of sight on?
The two that I pinged.
Okay, and the one in the back is the one that's still chained, or can I not tell that?
The one in the back, you not sure.
I mean, I have lights all over them. They should.
Yeah, you should be able to. Well, it's still dim light, but yeah, you can't quite make out where the chain goes because it fades into the blurriness of the ground.
Forget you. Normies don't have dark vision.
Nope.
No
It's funny too
idea.
because in most D&D parties, everyone has dark vision. This is the exact opposite.
Yeah, this is actually really tough with fog of war and no dark vision. Okay, I am going
Well, some
to...
people have it, but it only reveals that it's dim light, which is at best in some scenarios.
Yep. Alright, so I'm going to take a shot at the wolf farthest back.
Okay.
Character sheet is there. Oh my god.
You rush forward and kind of seeing the blood spilling into the creek and the wolf directly in front of it. You reach for a quiver. You reach for the quiver and you instinctively knock an arrow and fire. And in the rush, it dawns on you. The arrow's still in the quiver, but you went through the mechanical motions of firing the arrow.
Oh right, that's
And you
a
just hear
natural...
the twang of the bow go off and nothing else.
Because that's a natural 1. Ha. And then I'll move 5 back because I can't on a player and say, God damn it. That's my turn.
Okay. Ooh, if you move from the wolf square, it's going to get an opportunity attack on it. You can move to there, which technically is within a square that it threatens. but you're kind of like crammed up against a wall a bit.
So instead of moving to where I did, I can move to here against the wall?
Yes.
And is that still an attack opportunity or no?
No. It's within a square that it threatens, but you have basically 3/4 cover.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move there.
Banu, you're up.
I mean, I'm still unconscious.
True, but you don't have to make any saving throws. So
I
But
think
yeah,
he
you're
gets up
unconscious.
after like 10 minutes or something. He wakes
Yes.
up.
But yeah, you're still unconscious, so that kind of skips your turn.
Unless there's a way I can get No, there's no way for me to get health.
Now you would have to have someone give you a potion or heal you.
Yeah. I think I'm medicine. No, I think if you had a healer's kit and medicine
Yeah,
check, you
healer's
could.
kit, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I can't
The wolf on
do
top
anything, so.
yanks hard, and the chain snaps. And it kind of lunges and stumbles down the few steps that it has, and takes a snap at Didgeridoo. Does a 9 hit you?
It does not.
Wait, that's probably wrong.
I hope the 9 doesn't hit
12.
you.
Sorry, did a 12 hit you?
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot the plus on the wolf. Take 5 points of piercing damage as this wolf kind of tears into you with its mighty jaws, biting into your arm as you try to fend it off with that and the quarterstaff. Well, that and the bow, because you gave the quarterstaff away, I believe.
No, I didn't.
Oh, then never mind. Yeah, that you put like your arm up in your quarterstaff to fend it off, and it kind of bites and shreds some of the skin on your arm, or a lot of the skin on your arm.
I would like to say thank you for downing me because now I'm getting to eat berry cobbler and vanilla ice cream.
You know, it's just a
There you
DM's
go.
obligation to make sure that the players get to eat all of the good snacks that they want while their characters slowly bleed out in cricks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad if it
Well,
felt
he's not bleeding out in the crick anymore.
well, true, but that's not the friend that's bleeding out in the crick.
Oh, is Didgeridoo down?
No, but he took a lot of damage.
Yeah, I only have 7 hit points. Now I have 2 left.
Wow.
The-
Okay.
The wolf in front of Waka takes a snap at Waka.
This is because I made a comment about cobbler.
No, it's just because it's directly in front of you, and you are its target momentarily. It has disadvantage, correct? Because you're
Let
prone.
me see. Hold on.
You're still on the
Because-
ground.
Prone melee attacks
mean, yeah.
are advantage?
Yeah, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls, but because I'm unconscious, he has advantage on the attack rolls.
Oh. Doesn't 20 hit?
Wait, hold on. An attack roll against the creature has an advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So if you're standing above me, you would have advantage.
Okay, well, yeah, it's directly in front of you. And it'd be a 20 total.
Oh, then yeah.
Because you're unconscious, it's an automatic crit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you're dying again.
Shit.
Because you were stable, you don't fail any death saving throws, but you are now dying again.
It wasn't a crit. Oh, it was a crit.
Ooh. Wait.
Roll damage.
Yeah, I have to roll damage.
If you hit a 16, I die.
7.
No. If you have to hit a 20, I die.
You have 20 HP.
You have to do double my hit points.
I have to do your maximum hit point damage plus whatever your current hit points are. So if you're at 1 HP, I have to do 21 to one-shot you.
Oh, so I'm at 0, so you would have to do 11 then, right?
Well, I do 7. So
Then no.
then yeah, you're just dying.
And because I wasn't making saving throws, that doesn't count as 2 failures.
Nope. You were stable before, so now you're just re-dying.
Re-dying.
As the wolf bites into your stomach, tearing open a large gash, revealing some fatty tissue just beneath the surface. Didgeridoo, you're up.
Kill something, please.
Are any of the wolves unharmed?
Unharmed? Yes, the one directly in front of you.
I
And
guess
the one,
magic missiles
the
on
one
it.
in the cage.
The one that's eating Waka is close to death.
Well, the magic missile hits, so.
All 3 of them on the wolf directly in front of me.
Okay. Through the blood pouring down your arm and the numbness is like neuropathy starts to set in on your injured hand, you reach towards this wolf with what feeling you have in that arm, and you muster the arcane energy through it, firing all 3 missiles at it, striking it dead as 3 missiles tear through its face, one through the snout, one through the cheekbone and out the back, and the other one straight through the chest. It just kind of like runs the whole body length down and exits. It lets out a bit of a yelp and just collapses on the ground, rolling a bit down.
Down, dog.
Is that all for your turn?
Yes.
Also, how many? Oh yeah, never mind. I was going to say how many spells do you have, but you used
That
Arcane
is-
recovery.
Well, that's my last one now.
Is that all you would like to do?
Yes, I end my turn.
I was going to say you could back up safely from like there's no wolf that could attack you from here if you want to move further into the cave, or you just can't move towards the mouth of the cave and exit without taking damage without getting an attack from the wolf.
Okay. I move 10 feet this way to poke my head.
Okay, what you're actually
So I
gonna
see. So I have dark vision, so I can see
What's your
some
dark vision?
goblins in there. It says 60 feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Forgot
Up
to add
on
to that to my character sheet.
I think I actually have it set. I do. You can kind of see the bridge. That's a bit to your, well, it would be to your character's left if you're looking at the wolves, right? And then on that area, yeah, you could see 2 faint outlines of one on the bridge is it has a humanoid shape. The one that's on the ground you recognize as the goblin from before. Kind of like hunched up. You can't tell if it's facing you or not, though.
So not too loudly, I just call out to the party. Blimey, mates, there's goblins in either pathway down here.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
And I move away from where the goblins are, back towards the party. And then I end my turn.
Okay. Omri, you're up.
I'm going to stab the wolf in front of me
Love Herd's kid.
with my rapier again.
How old is Aharo? Did we go?
Okay.
Does 11 hit?
No. The wolf, as it lunged forward to attack Waka, just manages to glance, like to dip under the rapier as it passes over its back.
And
Damn it. Alright.
Aharo, Tiger said, love Herd's kid. Has one.
I end my turn.
Okay. Fourth wolf, chain snaps, taking a bite at Waka.
Little fuckers.
A 19 hits.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Waka.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's 2 failed saves.
It would be 2 failed death saving throws, and it was 10 damage total. So I was very close to just directly one-shotting you.
Little fuckers. I wonder how that works when you're dead.
What, a one-shot?
Yeah. Is it the same?
Yeah, I mean, it would just be... there'd be no saving throws, it's just death. That's how the one-shot works. So if you're dying, it's basically just a complete and total one-shot. But because it misses, it's 2 failed death saving throws.
Okay. I have them marked.
Denier.
Spare the dying on Waka.
Is that
Well,
at
you're-
least?
You're back to 0 and stable.
Oh my god.
This roller coaster.
You might be a chew
Please
toy
stable
by the
again.
time you wake up.
Guys, this is a
He's
fun
gonna be
game.
so hooked up. Is there even gonna be pieces of Waka left?
No. Doubt it.
There will, thanks to Cheryl.
He wakes up and his leg is just chewed off.
He survived in spirit. I mean, literally he survived, but
He's just gonna become a ghost after this.
pretty close. Is that all you would like to do, Denier?
I'm going to use my bonus action to just make the dancing lights kind of dance and then kind of shoot back some in the hopes that maybe the
What?
dogs like to follow the lights in some vain attempt. And that will end my turn.
I need you to make a handle animal check. Okay. You flicker the lights and dance them in the air above the wolves and jet them back towards the like natural chimney, as I guess like a cavern or a gap in the wall in the back. And you do notice the wolves' heads follow the lights. Kalena, you're up.
Alright. So I will move 5, 10 to see what I see. 15. Is the tunnel up supposed to be dark for me right now, by chance?
Yes, because the light sources that were there have moved and you don't have dark vision.
Okay.
I mean, they're like 2 feet in front of him.
Well, the light
Right.
sources are deep in the in the cave now, behind the wolves.
Oh, I see.
So
Alright, so I can't see anything from here to here, so I'm like, I just call it, what's going on? Where are the wolves? I can't see anything. Tunnels are too dark.
they're you could just faintly like feel the breathing directly next to you.
Enough to make
Enough to know that they're-
make a dagger attack, because I now know that's point blank.
I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yeah.
Okay. So I just dragged the daggers into my thing from the compendium, so I don't know how it works. Is it Dex or Strength?
It's either. I believe it's a versatile weapon.
Okay, so crit range 20, 1d4. And would that be with 1 or 2? Because I have 2 daggers from inventory. So I don't know how... You know what I mean?
You can make an attack with both. The second attack would use your bonus attack. Use your bonus attack.
Okay.
And it wouldn't use proficiency.
Correct.
Okay, so no proficiency, so let me uncheck.
On the second one. First one, you get your proficiency and your stat that you use, and then the offhand one doesn't get your proficiency until you take like a dual weapon fighting or something like that.
Okay, so
That's correct.
would I roll twice and then have -2 on the second attack then? Because I don't know how melee attacks
Yeah.
work.
That would work. You could just roll twice and then subtract 2 from the second one.
Okay. So that'd be
The 13 hits, the 10 misses.
okay. Like 3 damage.
If only you were a rogue.
You lash out semi-wildly to the darkness and breath that's next to you, and the first dagger manages to find purchase on some sort of fleshy being, presumably the wolf. The second one swings wide and just catches air. You hear a yelp confirming that it was the wolf, but you don't know which way it's facing, you don't know where you struck or how bad the wound was.
Okay. Can I get some light, please? And I end my turn.
Banu, you're stable because spare the dying. But you're starting to look a lot like a ragdoll, and less like a dragon.
It's
It's
gonna
a
be
good
interesting.
thing. It's a good thing he's a big dragon.
Yeah, there's 400. There's got to be at least 370 plus pounds of you left to go. Like I could probably do this a few more times.
Yeah.
Is the door on the refrigerator still on?
Also, I posted the official rules from the
Thank you.
handbook in regards to the at 0
Yeah.
hit points insta death.
So I had it correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. If it. You said you hit me with a 10 before?
Yeah. You said you had 11 hit points?
Oh, I have 10 total.
Oh. Well, that changes a lot of things then.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're dead.
We have our first death, guys.
The wolf that
Only our
Wait.
second game.
Oh
the
no.
wolf that snapped down at him gouges deep into his gut. When it comes up, you see the faint outlines of some innards as it kind of like shakes its head wildly.
That changes things a smidgen, doesn't it?
Well, that changed a lot.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have used the second spare the dying on
Yeah.
them if so
Yeah,
that
no,
would have
that's-
to retcon quite a bit.
Yeah, I'd have to go back to at least Denier, or at least Denier's choice to what. Yeah, we'll go back to Denier. We'll ignore the dagger attacks. We'll just kind of rewind there.
All right, I'm use the remaining time to think of another character.
Have more cobbler.
Yeah.
Zip, zip. Sorry, man. I did it for the cobbler. I'm just saying.
Either way.
Okay, well,
Oh, no.
since he's dead, I'm just going to
Oh,
freaking.
so I would be against the wall still, right? Was it this wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a minimum range on ranged weapons?
You can use a ranged weapon in melee, just at a disadvantage to the attack.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just
That
going
also-
to.
That also applies to spells, with the exception being magic missile because it always hits. But any ranged spell you cast at a target with melee, like that has a target in melee, it has disadvantage on the attack.
That doesn't count for second frame because it's not a spell attack. It's just
Correct.
a dex save, right? Okay.
Yeah, correct. Save parts don't
well-
matter. It requires an actual attack, and it would be a disadvantage.
Okay, well then I'm
Hmm.
just going to sacred frame.
Flame.
Going to burn the wolf that killed Walker.
Okay.
His character.
So, I'm assuming at this point there is absolutely no way of getting my character back. There's no way.
Not really, no.
The spells that would be used, I don't think the party can afford.
No, that's what I was saying.
don't
Like, I
even
think
know
that's
that
like
I would
level. Like, there would be a chance if we were all like level 5, maybe.
The wolf fails his dex save. And the wolf that strikes Waka. To the wolf that strikes Waka, you conjure with every ounce of holy energy you have, calling to the gods to avenge the death of your newfound comrade. And you're not quite sure if you see a hand or just maybe it's in your head, but something comes down and just rubs the torch, and a blaze of radiant energy screams from the torch, incinerating the wolf, leaving nothing behind.
And then I'll use my bonus action to do the same thing I did last time with the lights and move over.
Yeah, okay.
And
And then they failed, or you made the animal handling check, and the one wolf looked away.
yeah.
Okay, back to Kalina.
Okay. So I'm gonna take 5 feet, 10. Were the torches moved before or after Waka had died?
It would be, I mean, in the same moment, technically. This is all within the same 6-second window.
Right, so I still wouldn't have light in the tunnel, would I?
No. You're kind of moving in as the light's getting pulled to the back of the cave. You can just barely catch the outline of the wolf that's still alive. Like, you could see it, you know where it is.
Okay. Would I be able to see it from where I was here, or would it have to be F5?
You could see it from where, fuck, where'd your token go?
It's under someone I...
You
What-
could see it from where you're standing now, but not from where Irma was.
Okay. So not from here?
No, but from on top of Waka's corpse.
Okay. And is that melee or
Say it
range?
more. Say it more.
On top of the currently bleeding out
So
previous
morbid.
ally of yours, you step and desecrate his body.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I would imagine I'm like crouched next to it moving forward,
He's
not
a
really.
warlock, no one's gonna miss him.
Oh, shit.
Hey, just remember, when you guys finish this, take everything. Take everything.
Loot him profusely, leave him naked in the water.
Right. Because from my
What do you want to do to the wolf?
right, because from my vision, like from what I actually see myself, it's all dark. I can't tell if it's a melee or range attack from here.
It would be melee.
Melee. Okay.
Hey, Hammer.
Yeah, I would take an arrow shot, and that would be disadvantage because melee.
Yeah.
Longbow. Oh, I will roll fucking double digits tonight. I swear.
You, as you're stepping onto, or trying to step over the body of Banu, you draw an arrow, and you fire, and you hear the same familiar twang as from just outside the cave. And you reach back to double check that there are even arrows in your quiver, and you're like, no, they're there. Okay. And you look, like, as you bring your hand down, you realize it's shaking as it starts to set in that he died right in front of you. Yes, I can, Waka. No, you can use the same character sheet. I can
Yeah, if you can reset it.
Yes.
It's mainly I just don't want to have to go through and... yeah, it would just be annoying. But I'm reading into there's 2 classes, or 2 things that I might should go for. We'll see.
All right. Then that ends my turn.
Roll a tank. I'll roll what I want to roll. Thank you.
I just noticed this Waka dead guy.
Oh yeah.
To end my turn, can I be on top of a dead body, or do I have to back up one space or something because I can't end?
Waka, can you see the new guy in that journal? Should be Orgre Guerrero. Or
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have an
Can you-
initiative 0.1.
Can you
Interesting.
move where?
So I can't end my turn on a player. Would a dead body count as a player?
I don't think so.
I
right?
don't think he could object in the current position that he's in, so I think you're fine. You might feel bad, but he can't like put you out of the way or anything.
Just
Okay.
just step on him some more while you're at it.
I mean, I'm kind of next to the
Way
body. I'm
to
not.
kick him in when he's down. I'm just saying.
Let me ask the wolves that. Same question. Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay, Banu. Too soon.
Ah.
That's so fucked.
Didgeridoo. I shouldn't have done that with Sprite in my mouth. Now it's all fizzy. My nose burns. Didgeridoo, you're up.
So that's the only wolf left.
That is the only
alive,
wolf left.
correct? Okay. I pull out my newly acquired short bow, and I attempt to shoot him.
Is this the short bow you got from Waka?
Yes.
Okay. You draw the bow with a bit of vengeance in your heart, and you draw an arrow, making sure the arrow is in hand. Line it up on the bow, or
Hey.
line it up on the string. Pull. Nice. 1, 2.
This rolls.
Nice stats. Pull back and fire. And as you exhale, you see the arrow hit the wall and splinter next to the wolf. Anything else you would like to do? Walk, I have the same macro, but I added an extra roll if you want to use that one. Because
What does that do?
it'll do the same thing that did, except it'll roll 7 times instead of 6, because we roll 7 times in my game instead of 6, and then just drop the lowest one.
Oh no, that's what it's doing.
I only see 6 rolls.
Yeah, you see 6 rolls, but if you hover over them, it's 4d6 and -1.
No, Irene, you roll 7 times, not. You see how you rolled 6 times 46 -1, 6 times?
Oh, I see. So I can roll another 4d6 -1, and then if that's higher than any of those, because I'd like to keep those.
Yeah, and then you would drop the lowest of those 7 numbers, and then to keep those 6.
Okay.
It's essentially the same macro, just with an extra dice roll. Or actually, I would just roll 46 -1 and add it to that, because we're 9.
No.
Well, I mean, it was worth a shot. It could have been an 18.
It could have been an 18. It could have been an 18.
But like your health, it's low.
Holy shit!
Remember, guys, this is like.
Oh,
It's
don't worry. This
awesome.
will happen to you guys too when you guys die.
Oh, absolutely.
This is perfectly fine. This is the kind of shit I live for in this game.
It's no fun unless someone leaves with hurt feelings. Just remember that.
Well, I mean, pretend we're all hurting right now. We just lost a friend.
That was the end of Didgeridoo's turn. Omri, you're up.
I'm going to hit the wolf with vicious mockery.
Okay. It fails to save. As your fury-coated words of mockery
Which are.
permeate its mind, and it kind of like shakes its head a bit, trying to fight off the echoing sound of whatever it hears. Ears start to bleed a bit, shakes its head more.
My character says, "A wet cat is tougher than you."
Kind of. And is that all you would like to do?
Yeah.
Okay. My turn. Wolf takes a bite at Denier, and a not 11 misses, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah, just like glances off your armor.
I don't even feel it.
Yeah, you see the impact, and you don't even flinch. And the wolf kind of takes a step back, notices the lights in the room, and walks back towards where the lights are. That's moving away from Denier and
Can I get
Kalena.
opportunity strike on it?
You both get opportunity strikes on it. It has to be a melee attack.
Yep.
The 5 misses. The
Oh,
11
so-
misses.
Yep. So now that's back to normal. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just both attacks miss as they both catch air. The dagger actually impacts with the mace as they both swing, and the wolf just follows the light, almost hypnotized. Denier, you're up.
Oh, since it's a little ways for me, do crossbows have to be reloaded?
Yes, but it's kind of part of the action in itself.
Okay, well then I shoot my crossbow at it again.
The 7 misses. The slight incline in the half tear or sweat in your eye, you're not quite sure, just kind of makes the wolf blurry in the background. Even for you, and the air strikes the stalagmite at the top of the stairs. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just going to walk right up, right behind it.
Okay. Kalena, your turn. Well, I'm sorry. Junior, do you want to do anything as your bonus action? Move the lights or anything like that?
Nah.
Okay. From where you're standing, that gravel that you're looking at, including the wolf, is actually a slight decline of soot-filled and it's like soot-filled as it like descends in. You can't see the bottom, even with the light, and even with your drought vision. Something seems to be blocking it, either a rock, like a giant rock, or just a giant pile of ash. It's kind of hard to tell.
That'll end my turn.
Okay, Kalena.
All right. Can I see what the wolf is doing from where I am right now?
The stairs aren't too high. They're maybe an extra foot up in height, but no, without you could see the wolf is just kind of near the light. You're not sure if it's staring at him, trying to attack it, or anything like that.
Okay. So this thing's been giving me a pain in the ass, and I'm thinking of Echo. So I'm going to walk up to it. I am going to smack it in the rump with my bow and say, "Sit, stop, right now." Can I make an animal handling check?
Yes, with disadvantage because you're striking the animal.
Okay.
You smack it, and it kind of yelps a bit, and doesn't seem to follow your command.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Didgeridoo, you're up.
I reach into my pack and pull out some rations. And I go up to this wolf, attempt to feed it some, and calm it down from being smacked by Kalena.
Well, first you have to move your token.
This is true. I can't even see where the wolf is. There we go.
You have enough movement. Make an animal handling check with advantage.
Ooh.
Just to let you know, Hammer, for some reason my internet disconnected on the computer.
You
Trying to
just
get
kind of
back up.
you cut out like halfway through that sentence. What?
My internet went out for a second. I'm
Okay.
trying to get it back up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're still at Didgerido's character. I'll wait a minute when we get to your character. Just tell me when you're back.
No problem.
Dupe, you walk up and you pull out your trail rations and pull out a handful of meat or dried meat from the ration itself, putting some of the like oats and dried like wheat products, keeping them in the bag, and you extend your hand, the good hand that you have, not the blood-soaked one, and kind of hold your breath for a second, hoping it doesn't bite your hand. It sniffs at the treats and scoops them up with its mouth, leaving your hand intact, but the meat is gone. Kind of like it's accelerated panting from the adrenaline seems to slow down a little.
I scratch its ears.
Kind of shakes its head a bit. Not sure if it didn't want its ear scratched or if it was liking the gesture. You've never quite pet a wolf, even though you have, like, you've been in the woods, but like hand on wolf like this has been rare even in your life experiences.
I'm a pretty young elf, so I don't have many life experiences. So is the wolf calm? Is he?
It appears calmer than it was a second ago. I wouldn't go out of my way and I wouldn't say it's friendly or anything like that, but from where you're standing, you're not confident it's not hostile, but you're not sure it is. Like before you were definitely sure it was hostile. Now you're just unsure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I got a pinwheel, so I stopped talking. From its general body posture and its slowing of breathing, you're inclined to believe it is friendly. Is that
Okay.
what you would like to do?
I name him Frederick, and I back away from the wolf.
You have no more.
Actually, yes, correct.
Movement.
I sit down
It would
next
be
to the
Omri's
wolf.
turn. Okay. Omri. Now's a good time to like take a break, go get a drink. I mean, we'll be ending
Hold on.
in. Oh, you're back. Like we're gonna be ending in 15 minutes, anyways. But
Yeah, hold on. I'm opening it up.
okay. Incoming Waka coming back with like a barbarian, just like face tanks everything. Fight
Right.
won't
No.
rage.
I actually hate barbarians, so that won't be happening.
Like my favorite barbarian line. It's even
He's
more
good.
apt in 5th edition.
He's
Yeah.
going
Just
to roll
yell
a ranger.
Just yell "fight me naked" while you're going into rage.
It might take me a little while to decide, and I might
Fine.
not do it today.
I was gonna say it's fine. The way that tonight's going, you'll probably have until next week. So, I mean, you definitely have
Yeah.
until next week. At this rate.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna move into the cave to see what's going on.
Okay.
Wait.
From where you're standing and in the dim light, you see Didgeridoo sitting next to the wolf. Didgeridoo's calm. He's not in a defensive stance or posture. He's just calmly sitting next to the wolf. The wolf facing Didgeridoo seems to be eating something, but no one seems to be like grasping any wounds. Didgeridoo does have one bloodied hand, though, that you didn't notice from before because of the way the light was positioned. Is that all you'd like to do is move in?
I'll just in character. I'll say didgeridoo. Are we still fighting the wolf? What's going on?
You can respond, I think.
Yeah, talking is a free action. Just try not to make this a long, drawn-out speech.
The wolf seems
No,
much
Wolf
calmer.
seems calm. He's not gonna attack us. And given our recent battle, I would like to avoid attacking anything else for the moment.
I'll just slowly back away because I'm not completely trusting of the wolf not attacking.
Okay. If you don't want to attack, you can take a dodge action, which is what the goblin did in the creek, making it harder to hit you.
Okay,
Assume
I'll
if you're that concerned the wolf is going to attack you is what I'm getting at.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Do I not move with that or?
No,
doesn't
that
do
just
it?
consumes your action. You could move. You could use a bonus action.
Okay, yeah.
Your regular action would be used with taking a dodge action.
All right, and I'll do that.
Okay. Do you want to do anything for a bonus action?
No, I'm good.
Dupe, I need you to make another handle animal check. This one, also with advantage.
He did.
Yeah, I did.
I gotta turn on timestamps.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a great thing. I forgot to add that. Where is that?
It's under the
There it is.
cogwheel. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Why can't I find it? I know it's under here.
Cogwheel,
Right above
right above
clear chat.
where's clear current chat log.
Oh, enable chat timestamps.
Oh, it puts them all in the same
Ta-da.
timestamp.
Boo! Okay, either way. What was it? The wolf sniffs back at you, looking for more treats. And,
Easy dog.
kind of pokes at the bag next to it with its snout.
Where was the extra races? Where did I find that?
The easiest thing to do would be to go to like D&D Beyond and just look at the races to find out what books they're in, because they'll tell you all of the races that are playable. And then just go find the book from there. That's what I did when I've made my characters instead of flipping through 6 books. Do you hand over the bag of treats willingly?
Yes.
It buries its snout deep into the bag and just kind of like goes to town on this thing, lays down on its belly. Doesn't appear any more hostile, or doesn't appear hostile anymore. Go, dyslexia. Denier.
Okay. How much longer is left on my dancing lights?
They fade now.
Okay, I figured. So for my action, I'm going to just cast them right where they were. Just
Okay.
and
Simplest thing, yeah.
actually, I'm going to cast them kind of like spread through the cave a little bit.
You know, I'm so happy. We never used this torch thing in any of our other games, but I have it saved as a spell effect. I have a file of spell effects. And I had it saved, so I'm like, oh my god, I actually have a use for this torch now. Whoop, 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 whoop.
And I say to the rest of the party, I tell them to wait in the cave. Wait here, and then I'm going to very stealthily gonna move 15 feet.
If you're going to stealthily do it, I need you to roll a stealth check, and you would have to move at half your speed.
Okay.
You'd only be able to move half your speed, I mean.
Okay, that's fine. So stealth. And then I'm gonna move like right up here. I think that's 15 feet. Yeah,
Yep.
it's 15 feet. Actually, can I? I can actually move there.
You kind of slowly backpedal a couple feet and then inch your way out of the room as quietly as you can make it, trying hard to avoid the the gravel you could see on the ground and some loose pebbles you see in the creek as you approach it, making your way into the water and moving down a few more feet. Wolf doesn't seem to agitate.
Good.
Is that all you would like to do?
Yeah, that's all my actions and stuff.
Kalina.
All right. In any of our kits and stuff, would we have any kind of small bowl or pan or something?
Do you have a I think it's adventurer's kit.
No, I have the
In one of the
explorer's
kits, they have a
pack.
mess kit.
I have an explorer's pack, which I
In the
don't think.
explorer's pack, does it have a mess kit?
I don't know off memory. I just have it as explorer's pack.
I'm looking it
Where's-
up now. Yes, you do. You have a mess kit, which would be like small pots, pans, tin chalices, stuff like that for you to make morning coffee and food.
Okay, then I would take the smallest, probably the least usable bowl that I would have. Fill it with water from my canteen and leave it next to the wolf. And take 5 steps. Oh God. That literally took out all of my light.
I take 5 steps into the darkness. Oh shit, I'm blind.
That, because our torches are out, so that shouldn't put me in darkness, right? Or am I not
Well-
seeing something here?
Okay, move back to where it was. Oh, I know what it's doing. Oh no, it's
Is that stalactite?
yeah, it's a stalagmite. It's a stalagmite.
Might. Okay.
And it has a fog of war marker on it, and you move technically on top of it. So it was like you can't see shit. So you're still in the square. It's
Okay.
just I moved you to where you are to prevent the fog of war thing from happening.
Okay. I move a little bit away from the wolf after putting down the water, but staying close in case there is combat aggression and blocking some of the entrance.
Okay. For moments like that, if you hold Alt while you're moving your token, you could actually move it to anywhere, and it won't like lock to the grid.
Oh, it doesn't snap.
Lock to
Okay.
the grid. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And I will hold an attack in case the wolf attacks my compatriot next to it.
Okay. What would you like to do if it attacks your compatriot? You want to shoot it? You want to stab it with a dagger?
Am I still in melee range of it here?
Yes.
Then I will hold a dagger attack.
Okay. Wolf doesn't seem to pay much mind to you moving. It's going to town with this paper bag over its head, more or less. Didgeridoo.
I attempt to bandage up my wound from the earlier wolf attack.
Make a medicine check.
Oh, should I have?
No. I'm
No.
just going to use the 14 because it's the first.
Okay.
You pull some bandages and stuff out of your backpack and wrap it up the best you can. It's no longer bleeding, but you don't get any like health back or anything.
Do you guys think we should camp for the night? We're all pretty worn down.
We should get Bondu's body out of here first.
No, I'm
What do you
good.
say?
He speaks.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna poke
I don't
around
respond.
and see if the Dragonborn has anything of interest on him.
Savage.
That was
Um,
fast.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
Wow.
Wow, you know what? I know it. Cal did the
I've
same.
only,
It's
I've only
the-
seen him
It's in
for
the
3
relationship
days.
even. Cal did the same. This is wow. You guys are just fucked up. That is a sick ass relationship.
Two peas in a pod.
That's just it's like heaven sent apparently. Match made in hell.
Match made in looting.
Friend died. Quick, dive on him. Waka, what is it? Sequar wasn't even done finishing his last breath. Cal was like, "How much is his hammer worth?"
No, you know what?
I'm like,
The hammer was J-Rod. J-Rod took the hammer. I took the I tried to take the coin purse, and I got yelled at.
Well, I didn't actually have a coin purse on me. It's before we left. Because we were supposed to be stealthy. Well, I'll finish up this and I'll get to that. Waka, what do you have on you? Because I deleted your character sheet.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, no.
I had the war pick, leather armor. I think I had 10 gold. I had an adventurer's pack. No, he took the short bow. 2 daggers. An arcane focus that was a small orb. And that's all I can remember.
And that's all you find. Easy enough. I hope you wrote that down.
My character's just gonna take the gold.
With my passive perception, do I happen to see this, or is there too much darkness?
It's too much darkness.
Okay.
She just has some light coming from the outside of the cave. She's like, "Oh, look, all of these lower intestines and coin, and oh yeah, this pick is not worth anything. Oh look, silver piece. Whoop, just put that in there.
I just put everything back where it was except the gold.
I'm just gonna everything in here. That's what I remember from my anatomy class. Oh look, a coin purse.
Wait, how much gold did he have?
10.
10. I had 10.
Why do I feel
Thanks
so
for
dirty
asking.
about this?
Oh, you better fucking feel dirty about this.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. Things will be better.
That barbarian's starting to sound real good now, isn't it?
Oh, no, I already have one planned out.
Okay, good.
It's just a matter of how do I want to do the stats and whatnot, and how I want to
Okay.
play it for now.
Is that all you want to do, Omri? Well, that takes your looting his body takes your action.
I go into the cave and ask if we're gonna set up camp.
Yeah, I think we should. By the side of the cave. And we should get Vanu's body out of here, too.
So you guys want to leave the cave and set up camp outside?
I don't think we're ready to venture forward into this cave.
We should probably take a long rest this time.
Well, the wolf seems pacified enough to not be hostile, so I'll end combat there.
Alright, I walk over to Vanu's body, assuming I can see it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Are there any intestines I need to put back into his...
I mean, no, they're not like spilled out all over the place, but it's not a pretty sight.
Okay. I say, let's get out of here and regroup.
Sorry, I moved all the torches that way. We could.
Do we want to bury his body or something?
Would we know how Dragonborn honor their dead?
You could make a check to find out.
Let me do the check.
I will relinquish the check.
I have no idea. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't have a clue. Dragonborn are they're not common, they're not like rare, but they're uncommon. Their society is a bit unknown to you. They're definitely not known in the Underdark, outside of maybe just name.
All right. In Hammer, you would have known that I would have no clue about Dragonborn culture
I would have just
in
made shit
regards
up.
to that character. No. I mean, like, in general, my character had no fucking clue about Dragonborn culture. He knew he was a Dragonborn, but he had no fucking clue what the hell that entitled. Remember,
to know.
street urchin, grew up in Neverwinter.
Oh yeah. Died like an urchin.
What kind of check was that?
I was doing a
Religion.
religion check to see if I knew anything about Dragonborn burial.
If you, I was gonna
rites.
say, if you want to know about Dragonborn, like burial rites and stuff, you can make a knowledge religion check. You can make a religion check to see if you know. Anyone can make it because it's just based on your knowledge.
Oh, well.
Nope.
I don't know anything.
Well, well, it's still nighttime, isn't it?
Should we get him to
It is
the
now.
cart?
It is now properly nighttime. Yeah.
Should we get him to the cart and make camp next to the cart?
It was about a 5-mile walk.
We are not getting back to the cart in this darkness.
You're gonna
Yeah,
hate
no,
me.
we're not.
Oh,
We're
no,
not
that
gonna
was
see that
cool.
hole on the way back.
Hammer, you're gonna hate me.
I hope so. Well, I already killed one of your characters, so what's the worst that could happen?
I'm gonna have a class that's multi-classed into 3 classes.
Oh no.
At level 1?
No, by level 8. By level 8, you're gonna have to do so I've done the math and research and things. By level 8 with the character I'm building, if my character is at 1 hit point, you need to do 17 or more damage to be able to kill him. Or else
Okay.
he's gonna stay alive. So in essence, he's gonna be a tank. Very big tank. This was a character that I was researching about before.
At level 8. How are
At
you
level
at
8.
1?
What is that?
How will you be at level 1?
Paladin.
Okay.
To give you an example, it's going to be a paladin with a hex blade and a shadow sorcerer.
All right.
Well, I guess we can just make camp outside the cave.
After this hammer roll talk, I'll tell you about it.
I don't.
You'll actually like it.
I think we should definitely have someone keep watch through the night. I will keep watch through the night.
Yeah, we can take
I was gonna
turns.
say we should probably. Yeah, I agree.
So like, y'all want to like camp like over here or something, or maybe over here.
Yeah, and some of the trees and brush for some extra cover.
We won't be able to light a fire.
Will any of us be able to actually eat or sleep comfortably tonight?
I only need a 4-hour rest, and that's like my elf just goes into a trance, and that's
Do you
as
have
long as I need
night?
to rest.
Do you have what is it called? Night or dark vision?
I do.
Okay, so I have that as well. So, and I only need 4 hours. So what we'll do is I'll spend the first 4 hours keeping watch, and then you'll spend the last 4 hours, and then these guys can sleep all 8 hours.
Okay.
That
Okay.
works.
What are we gonna do with the dragonborn's body though?
I pull
You
out
just
some of
leave
the
it and collect it.
intestines and feed it to the wolf.
Feed it to the wolf. Yes,
Hey, dude,
do
dude.
it.
Yes.
I love you. Thank you. That's perfect.
Yes, we feed the wolf dragonborn.
From where I'm from, we feed our wolf a dead dragonborn.
And that should keep the wolf's belly full till.
And
For a
on
while.
that note, that's where I'm ending it.
All right.
Okay.
Everyone who lived
Oh god.
That sentence. Everyone who lived.
gets 40 experience.
Okay.
40 experience.
How much did we get at the beginning of the session? Sorry, I missed it.
It's
50.
Okay,
Thank
so
you, yeah.
9-0 total.
Yes, out of 300.
out of 300. Thank you.
Also, Hammer, I'll let you know, that is my first death ever when playing D&D.
Really?
You're welcome.
Yeah. Every game I played, the highest I've been was like 10, and the game fizzles out. It never gets to a conclusion. I've never been to a completed game, or have never finished it, or had a conclusion to a game.
No, your game concluded pretty fucking quick.
Hopefully this next time around ain't so bad.
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon in the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing Sekmar memorials like the moment after. It's just like turtle pictures everywhere.
Well, at least I died before people really got to know the character.
Yeah, you could probably reuse the backstory. I don't know shit about them.
No, no. For the character I'm making, it's a bit darker. It's going to be an edgelord. Sort of. Sort of an edgelord.
I'm an edgelord. Derp, 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 derp.
No, it's going to be more like, you're all weak and I'm better than you.
Hey, I'm already playing one of those guys.
I mean, you are the DM.
Well, that's true. And you are all weak, and I am better than all of you.
I wanted to play the Hexblade more, but I have a means. I'll talk to you once you guys are finished.
Yeah, no, it's done. I ended it there.
Oh, okay. Well,
The only-
I don't want them to know about it.
Well, you could talk to me anytime. Look, you could PM me a bunch. I woke up this morning to a bunch of shit from, oh god, who was it?
Oh, excuse me.
Well, we're going to go play beta, are we not? Or are we going to go get on Neverwinter?
Well, I was gonna go hop in beta. I'm
Well,
merged in beta the Neverwinter.
Well, let's get on beta for a little bit, and
Yeah,
we'll talk.
sure. But yeah, I woke up this morning to Kage, a bunch of posts